Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
Oh God, they pulled me into the birthday dimension.
And we're DMCA'd.
No,
Wait, who?
You've done this to me.
It was put in the public domain.
Yep,
What?
it's legal now.
Yeah, those
Oh my
old ladies
God.
got beaten in
I
court.
can't believe-
Yeah!
I can't believe birthdays are legal now.
Finally have birthdays. Decades of movies.
Finally, I
truly
can
is.
age.
It
Which
truly
means
is
we don't get the
2021.
fun. We don't get the fun restaurant version anymore, though.
Those are
Fine.
fun to you?
You are allowed to be old.
I used to be a server, and so that was like the only time I ever enjoyed part of
Oh
my
my
day.
God, you were that schmuck who told me happy birthday, happy
From all of us,
birthday,
hold on,
happy.
we
hold on,
wish it
hold
was
on.
our birthday,
Whoa,
so
whoa.
we'd be happy too.
Uh,
Hey,
Ray. Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry. Mark.
yeah.
Mark.
What?
I'm sorry, so you just blew my mind. I just realized the only thing you loved about your job was the performing aspect. That's
Yeah,
why you
go
use off the
figure.
recording.
That's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, and speaking of you, where can they find you, man?
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, I guess we're starting. Hi, everybody. You can find me on twitter.com/Mark Allen Jr. Here on twitch.tv/AeonProtect Gaming. Follow the adventures of my fat sleepy cat bunny on Instagram @Chonk4Life. Not a lot of announcements this week. However, upcoming this weekend, I believe Saturday, the dubbed episode 6 of The Day I Became a God, in which I star, is finally going up on Funimation. So if you have a Funimation account, please check that out. Episode 6 is a fun one. The show is ramping up. I have literally been recording for it every day except for the weekend for the past week and a half. So yeah, it's getting wild and crazy. Check it out. Thanks. Bye.
Gaijin Goomba.
Oh, how'd I know?
I heard you made a big announcement. I heard something's ready.
Yeah, you weren't there for it. No, I'm just
You
kidding.
know,
It's
you know,
fine.
you tell me then.
How do you
next
know
time.
that?
Fucking tell me. You know how busy I am. You know,
I
it's
know.
like
That's
it's just like-
that's specifically why I said it.
I don't understand humor. You know that.
That's bad news because you're a comedian.
Because everything's a
All right. Anyway, you can find me at twitch.tv/GaijiGooba every Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, 7 p.m. US Central. Little G finally debuted, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would. He actually wasn't a little turd. So it was actually pretty good. We're having to work on a little bit of technical issues for him, but we're getting it there. A lot of people were actually nostalgic for the fact that that he did not have any sort of compression whatsoever, because you can't do that live. That was interesting. But we had a couple of good people roll in with some very nice donations. We capped off at about 200 people, which was very nice to see. It is an ongoing process. Unlike some people who are just masters at the art, I'm still working at it.
Wow. Fucking right.
Now you know Taka. Now you know how it feels, buddy. But no, we'll get to you in a minute because no, you do good work. Anyway. This weekend, though, okay, so Monster Hunter Rise has been a lot more fun than I thought it would be, and my community is so into it that we might just play the demo and multiplayer the demo, the same 2 hunts over and over again, because it's just been that much fun. As soon as
that's just the game.
yeah, well, whatever. Either way, as soon as that game's coming out, oh my god, I'm all over it. I know that. Oh, what was it? Not Shadow Warrior. There's like a new Ninja Gaiden-esque indie game coming out that I will be all over as soon as that drops. But yeah, there's lots going on in the stream. I just released in the middle of the big giant Shueisha thing that was proven not true. I had a video. Witch Ninja on Murasaki from OG Dragon Ball go out a couple days back. Be sure to check that out. And I'm working on the next Gaijin Perspective video that is going to be 45 minutes long, and that's terrifying, but it'll get done before the weekend, so look forward to that.
Awesome. Hey, Bosco.
Yeah, what up?
Hallowed be thy name.
Whoa,
You
hey,
damn
hold
right.
on now. I don't know about
Like Kingdom.
Hello,
I had the
can't
prayer
sign off
going
on
through
that.
my head.
Me too, buddy, me too. On earth as it is in heaven.
Yeah.
Stop, I
Don't
can't
forget
go
to
back.
give him Daly's bread. Okay, Bosco, where can they find you?
May the force be with you, and also with you.
And also with you.
You can find me at Ed Bosco VA on both Instagram and Twitter, and then right here on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco. Why am I not doing the Arcov thing? Because we hit our goal. It was very emotional. Thank you, thank you to everybody who donated. So I don't have to plug Arcov right now because we did the thing. So thank you to everybody who showed up. We got to get Arcov to break down live on stream. It was amazing. It was wonderful. Operation Special K was a success. So thank you to everybody who was involved in Operation Special K. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody who donated. It's good news all around. So thank you guys for putting up with my bullshit. Next.
Monty, where can they find you?
Putting up with Bosco's bullshit.
That's what I thought.
You can find me at Monty Glue on Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/Monty Glue. One kind of a fun thing that happened this week is I actually am a guest on Perception Check, I believe the name is, or Proficiency Bonus. Sorry, it's Proficiency Bonus. I get them confused. I'm so sorry. I was a guest on Proficiency Bonus, which is a D&D podcast, very silly, casual podcast made by the Mad Maker, also Mercs of Mischief. And I recorded 3 episodes with them, actually. I recorded from 4 in the afternoon to 10 p.m. So we spend a lot of time talking about D&D. We started off with legitimate stuff, so talking about how to make good villains, how to make a good, player character and all that sort of stuff. And the last, I think, third was just me yelling about why Goliaths were the best race in the game. So if you want some quality podcast experience, definitely check that out when it comes out. It's pretty exciting and pretty fun. Oh yeah, some quality bias.
Was it as bad as Nuts?
Okay, so Zito, you're my friend, right?
Zito didn't say
I don't
that.
like the way that question picked up, and I think it might be shaking a little bit
So,
after this.
so in my argument why Goliaths were the best race, the counter argument was the host was saying that Volo's kobolds were better, and you better believe that I fucking dragged him through the coals for that take. So it was a good
you're
time.
Not wrong.
Yeah, I was just like, I like, when you're trying to counteract the machismo that is a Goliath with the ability cower, beg, and piss your pants, I'm sorry, but you've already lost. But it was really fun. It was definitely goofy. It started off really formal, and I slowly got more and more comfortable over time and just became my wacky self. So it's pretty fun. There's some legitimately good advice there. I think that people would probably really enjoy it. And there's also some exclusive stuff about Unexpectables that they might include if they don't take it out in post. So definitely check it out. But in the meantime, if you want to catch me, tomorrow we're going to be finishing Devil May Cry. It is my goal tomorrow to finish Devil May Cry, the whole series. It's been fun. It is definitely not a game series. I've never been a beat 'em up person. I think Kurt can attest to that. I've never been a fan of like the beat 'em up style games. But I've really liked Devil May Cry. I've really liked Nero. I like Nero a lot, which is weird because he's not a character I usually would like, but I do really like playing as Nero. I like playing as I like V too as well. I really like V as well. Dante is okay. I'm sorry, I don't like Dante as much as the others, but
no, Dante is painfully 90s. It's okay.
No, that's fine. He's cool, but he's just like, compared to the other ones, I do definitely prefer V, and I definitely prefer Nero. But it's been really fun. And Connor, thank you so much for joining me on that adventure. I've experienced a game that I probably wouldn't have. You weren't there with me. I probably wouldn't have really given it much notice.
You never would have experienced the water levels.
Oh, and almost thrown up while on stream. Amazing. So after that, I don't know what I'm doing. I actually have no idea what to play after Devil May Cry. I might try and find like a shorter game just to kind of like, wet the palate a little bit and then move on. But Sunday we are playing Final Fantasy IX. I have the airship. It is Side Quest City, and it will never end. I'm already. Oh, I had to utilize the claw technique to try and get the friendly creatures. I beat all of Ragtime's quizzes, so that was fun. A lot of stuff happened, and there's a lot more stuff I have to do, like catching frogs and finding chocobo treasure and bosses. So definitely come check that out. It's been very, very fun and very exciting. All right, that's it for me. Sorry for talking so much.
It's fine. Zito, where can they find you?
Over at twitch.tv/Zito, CZ Backlash on Twitter, and the Everington Almanac on Patreon, which it may have seemed that my Patreon has gone quiet, but that's because I have been biding my time, and I have 4 extra special little supplements that only patrons will be getting soon. So if you wanna torment your DMs, I have something for you coming very, very soon. As for the streams, I got back into art, which is fucking nice. It's something I haven't done in like 6 months, and I did an impromptu live auction, and it fucking was awesome enough that I may have gotten to talks with some folks about doing some freelance work on the side, but that's still to be discussed. And it might be cool if it does pull through. But beyond that, there's also carts because it's consumed my life. And also, it's getting a lot more people into the community, which is awesome because it's just mods on mods the game with kart racing. So we get to play Mario Kart SNES on the internet with your own characters, because I fully fucking we'll just sit there and go, yo, listen, memes are great, but if you actually sat there and made content of your own character and you want to put it into carts, yo, let me in on that.
We actually have a couple of OCs.
We got a couple of OCs, and I got a couple that are actually being made right now. So yeah,
Fucking awesome, dude. Ow, my knee. Sorry.
also the Honda was dangerously close to Electrum. Thank you
Nice.
guys.
Nice. Monkey.
Hi, guys. You can find me at twitch.tv/Takahata101, where we'll have wrestling. It will actually be happening this upcoming Saturday at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll be doing a fun wrestling show. I actually have posted the card. As well, throughout the weeks, I've been doing a VTuber style thing. I'll probably be making a secondary Twitter for myself, just for me, the actor. I'm just gonna let that Twitter be the monstrosity it should be, and kick it off the edge of the continent. All right, be gone with the. But yeah, so check it out, guys. It's been fun running a digital bar. It has been a hoot and a half. So yeah, but I'm gonna head on over there to birthday boy Connor McKinley.
It's me.
Round us out. Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Happy
Happy
birthday.
Totally
Hey.
do.
I am another year older.
Are you a year wiser?
No.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
No hesitation, immediate answer.
Although it is slightly more embarrassing that I still live in the house that I grew up in. Anyway,
Oh, come
you
on.
can find me on Twitter and Twitch and youtube.com/distortion double. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Didn't do a stream yesterday because I did do a stream yesterday. I didn't do the usual stream yesterday because 1, my buddy Luke was sick and I let him have the day off, and 2, it was my birthday. I turned 28.
happy birthday, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
did you explode?
I did not explode. Wait, no.
Excellent.
Yes, I did explode. I exploded several times.
Connor, I can't
Uh,
believe you're fucking dead.
Yeah, we played some VR games. We played Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. With
Oh,
Mel.
fun.
I was like, I really need some context right now.
No, that game is still surprisingly fun for what it is. It's awesome. We also played some Jackbox Party Pack, and that was a lot of fun too. Yeah. You can also find me streaming Fridays, where I just mess around on Fridays with my friends. Saturday, I play through Yakuza Kiwami 2, and that's a lot of fun. Sundays, I play with the Dead House Sonata community. They call themselves the Harbingers, and if you don't know what Dead House Sonata is, well, then you must not have watched several of the previous episodes of The Unexpectables or any of the other things that I'm in, because I plugged it nonstop for like half a year at this point. You can find all the information about Dead House Sonata right there at that link I just posted, including links to their founders packs, which let you get early access before it comes out later this year for free. Also, be sure to check out their community live streams. They have them, I think, bi-monthly now. Twice monthly, not bi-monthly, twice monthly. It's a project that I have a lot of faith in, that I'm very excited to be a part of as well. I can't really say what I'm doing, but I am. Also, be sure to check out my DMs Guild page, where I have a whole bunch of funny subclasses out, including the Monk Way of Emptiness, which I just released a couple weeks ago. Anti-magic mage subclass lets you shut down spellcasters and dispel magical effects. It's freaking awesome. I appreciate all the reviews and all the ratings everybody gives it as well. It really helps it get noticed on the board there. I think it's been on the front page for about a week now.
Awesome.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Look at you guys all getting on the front board.
I feel so
Yeah.
lazy because I haven't done any homebrew for such a long time because I
Yeah,
just
me
want to work
either.
on my campaign.
Same.
So,
I guess now that the Way of Emptiness Monk is out as well, be sure to check out next month where the Cleric Passion domain is going to be.
That's,
dear.
That's if you want to.
no.
That's if you like smooching. Sounds like.
It's a lot of things. It's not just smooching. It's actually one of the first subclasses I ever made. So yeah.
Oh.
Is it Bard Cleric?
Kinda. You'll have to see. It's
Excited.
hand holding.
That's
Hey,
not
that's-
on Twitch, Kurt.
rude.
That is. You're gonna get us banned.
I
Sorry.
thought you were really mad at me for a second. there.
I
legit,
Are you kidding?
I legit for a moment there, for a split second, I was startled because I legit went, did I legit forget something? I was immediately going, I'm so sorry. You're such good acting, Nadine. I'm scared. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm going to hold my dog now.
And while you're holding your dog, that's a perfect time for us to thank our sponsor, Die Hard Dice.
Yeah. Here, you guys want to hear? Here we go. Here we go. I can soothe you with the soda. Oh yeah.
Ah, yes.
You hear that Die Hard Dice on that
Heavy
Die
dice
Hard
rolling
Dice?
right there.
I've got
Okay.
two
Austin's gonna love this.
two whole cases. I've got 2 whole cases of Die Hard Dice. I even have one with their old logo.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, that
Yeah, but-
sounds like it has their old logo on it.
It's a distinct clang-a-lang.
You got a little distinct, a bit older clang, as opposed to
Yep.
the new stuff.
Yeah, that's new. That's new, all right.
If you want some high quality dice, either metal or polymer, made with all non-toxic materials, then head on over to dieharddice.com. You can also pick up some nifty felt dice trays, collapsible, very portable.
Velvet dice trays.
Is it felt or velvet?
It's felty. It's like felt velvet. I don't know exactly what the material is, but
Velvet.
it's
Is it the same shit that's on pool tables?
yes, mostly.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
hell
that
yeah.
material. Yeah,
Very comfy.
it's really nice. It's really nice.
Very soft, very comfy. Perfect for making sure your dice don't damage any surfaces that you roll them on.
Also long lasting. I've had the same dice tray for 3 years, and it is still like it's got some dust in it, and that's because of my own being not so like, I could probably take care of it a bit better. But the velvet is like still like there, like it's nice, and it's the symbol's still there. They last a really long time too. They're not made cheaply, so.
Yeah.
Chad is lovingly calling it felt fit, and I'm just like, yes, felt fit, made from real Muppet. Oh Lord.
Sorry, Connor, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
You can purchase all of that at dieharddice.com. And if you use the coupon code expect2021, then you can get 10% off of your order price. And some of that money gets thrown back to us, so we can keep making this show for you guys.
Yeah. And we can also make it so Austin gets to eat food. And we can let him out of his cave every now and again.
Wait, you let him out?
Yeah.
Isn't that
fresh air.
Grimbo, back in the editing hole.
Man. All right, so there's many bits and subs to read off. I shall jump into those.
All right, you have 10 minutes. Go.
Let me just scroll on back here. Back to the others.
I'm going to grab some tea in the meantime.
All right, let's Crow Master Ryu 2005 Kobold in a mech suit. Gaijin Goomba. Rippington X Macaneus. Lich Wannabe. Thank you all for the subs. Scroll. Lunatic Crow 84 with a 1,000 bits. Just got my Die Hard dice in the mail, and I couldn't open them fast enough. Saw my beautiful new set of Spellbinder Phoenix metal dice and opened the package for my free set of polymer. And was surprised when instead of one set, they had sent me 4 sets of beautifully made polymer dice. I love them. I love Die Hard dice. And more importantly, I love you guys. I've caught every stream since the first one, and I intend to catch all the rest. Thank you, the Unexpectables, for everything. From Lunatic Crow 84, 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. Very nice message. You'll get the money afterwards. Don't worry, great. Knackley Polish. They can't know. Knackley Polly with the 1,500 bits. Best day of the week. Happy birthday, Connor. Yeah, happy birthday, Connor, from Knackley Polly. Cosmo Button Distortion, Daburu, the Mr. Manatee, Warfay, Dark Magic Pays, Soda J _J, Bull Woman, Fantasticalum, Mr. Fuck 'em Up 2001, Randy Cossack, Nini Hor Niniel. Thanks so much for the subs, guys. Sona J, gifting a sub to Aeon Protect Gaming. That's very nice of them. And Thortron 6000 with 5 subs gifted to the community. Well, Thortron 6000, thank you so freaking much for gifting subs to people like Master Morning, Lanny Pator, Toho Raiden, Eldrith, and Shining Armor. Thank you so much. Pika Fan, thank you for the bits. 10,000 Armored Bees, thank you for the subs. Bull Woman, thank you for the 5 subs as well. Gifted to the community. Bull Woman, gifting 5 subs to people like Foxy Gammon, Kai111, The Hunter 591. You best be thinking, and 2 cents change. You best all be thanking them. Mr. Radity with the 700 bits as well. Hey, sub baby, I'm going to be trying to make a tonkatsu ramen this week with char sweet pork. Wish me luck.
I'm already interested.
I had some of that over the
Likewise.
weekend. Actually, it was my birthday meal, and it was awesome. First time having tonkatsu, and it was awesome.
Yeah. Indie Flea, Pixel, Tapestry, Nightshade 626, Sloth 030, Z-Man, Stardust, Earliest Bread, Like Debooyah 123, Lasume 01, The Robot, Pasta Parade. Thank you all so much for the subs, guys. And I would like to thank TXDXL for 5 subs gifted to the community. To people like Super Mega Dude Guy, Closet Gremlin 12, HL Honorable, I'm not even gonna try it. Okay. No, now I've been challenged because of laughter. Fuck. Okay.
You gotta try once. Give it your best.
You get 3 Simsec.
Cool.
There's 2 3s in there in the middle of there. I just don't. Do I say 33? Is
They're probably silent.
Vidgety Simsec. So it's Vidget Simsec. I don't. So okay.
You're fine.
You're good.
No. I want it. Let's build a cap here. Let's figure
You
this out.
caught the
guys.
ball. You don't have to catch it
You
again.
have
Okay,
7 minutes.
with the late bits. Thank you so much, Blackfoot Ferret. Birthdays, ding dong dong doodly dang dum dude. I'm very bad at this. Happy birthday. Thank you, Blackfoot Ferret. Kill B the 18, Buttered Up Dragon, Vatanagi, Art and Salt, Dibby Deck, Oz, 195. Thanks so much for the subs, guys. Lone Wolf Lore, thanks so much for the 1,000 bits. My diehard just got my diehard dice. Also, can't wait for my next guest star, Monty and Taka's mom. Oh my god,
Everyone keeps asking. Mom would never want to.
she would never.
Zito swears too much. She would be just. She would
No,
hear
there's
Zito
no
talk,
way.
and she would explode. No offense, Zito, but you're a New Yorker, and I don't think she can have this.
Monty, bold of you to assume that I actually don't have a filter.
I'm talking. You're talking here. All
Is
right.
it old though?
Listen, I can plays nice, all right?
Okay.
I just don't like that you jabbed me in the chest when you said it. You know, it's just I don't
By
feel.
the way, I'll
the
give more
Joycey
time
thing.
here. I just have to
6
say, running a game for my mom is great because every other minute she's like, "Am I doing this right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, you're doing great. You're doing better than most people I play with." And she's like, "Oh, okay." Like she's very sweet, very cute.
It's wonderful. Savannah, thank you for the bits. Going to enjoy the stream with my bottle of 1712 Old Gatlin 110 proof unaged whiskey and chicken strips.
Ooh. Shit, son.
Wait, there's chicken strips in the whiskey?
No, I'm
or-
going to shoot the chicken strips are separate.
Oh, okay.
The chicken tendies are separate. All right, but thank you so much. The Urson Master with the 1,500 bits. Hey, guys, this is probably one of the last chances I'll have to ask you guys. You can say happy birthday in character because the next time my birthday lands on a Wednesday will be years from now. So now this is my last chance, probably. Thank you again for all you do. 1,500 bits. Since it's Connor's birthday. All right, everyone, let's do it. Let's do it together now. Okay, Monty, you're going to have to be everybody else. All right, a 1 and a 2 and a happy birthday to you. Happy
Unstartled. Happy birthday
to
you.
Hello, happy birthday to you.
Thank
I'm
you,
not
Jerry.
sure if I understand this cultural reference.
I hope it was worth it.
Kuriyama said, don't worry about it.
And you won't get that for another 20 years.
Oh, man. Well, thank you so much again, guys. I would like to thank Oz195 again. I want to thank Defective Sheep so much for the subs. Platinum Raven is trying to land for the subs as well. I want to thank 20B, MG, thank you for 500. It's just dropping these here. Have a great D&D session. Thank you so much. Savannah, thank you again. Hey, Bosco, how does it feel to basically be a stress toy for Megatron's desk? Interesting. Defective Sheep, thank you for the 5 subs. No, we get to Zeno. Oh, man, I was a drive-by swiping Botska there. Defective Sheep was gifted 5 subs to the community. I got to get faster here, guys. So I want to thank you again, Defective Sheep. Thank you so much for the 5 subs. Darius for the 1,000 bits. 126. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Great Otaku Bomb with the 3,000 bits. Corgi Bond to bless your role. Say why you love corgis for corgi inspiration. Love you guys. I like corgis because they're secret monsters.
Sploot.
They bark so much.
They're living bread.
Sploot.
They will destroy a head of cabbage. They will fucking destroy that cabbage.
Yeah.
There's something very personal. I don't know what cabbage did to porkies at some point, but it's something. But here's guys.
I will be right back. I'm just gonna switch up my headphones because my headphones are currently dead.
Well, while you're gone, we got 10,000 bits from Robate. I have tried so hard to get Arkham to react in any way. Glad I could help out and be a snot at the same time. Yes, you were, Probate. But thank you so much for helping out, and thank you so much for being there, man. Really did mean the fucking world that you did that for him, because, I mean, you know what a good guy he is. Like, we don't need to say what a great guy Arkov is, right, guys? Except for those who don't know Arkov. Well, they'll just awkwardly agree.
I still maintain that he is an actual Jotun, but, you know.
Yeah, possibly. We got visual footage of him on his Twitter, finally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
And I'm just...
So we've at least proven that he does actually exist.
Someone finally pointed out, he just sounds...
I am real.
The second I saw it, someone pointed out, he just sounds like he's just Kratos. I'm like, oh fuck, that's what it is. He just doesn't have the anger or the rage. He's just such a nice dude. It's just Kratos. Guys, do you need any help? You could just imagine Kratos walking in going, I'd like to help you guys out with your TPS reports.
Ma'am, if you are looking for 2x4s, it is in aisle 12.
Now, Arkham is a real person, guys. It was not just an AI. All right, Shivering Wolf 99, the real get to hear a lack of. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. Probate, thank you again so much for the 10,000.
You guys hear me okay? Sorry,
Yeah,
I said
you're good.
As a matter for the 1,000 bits, sorry to give you a shit, Bosco. I just thought it was funny. Megatron talks to Ultra Magnus' head like to deal with his guilt. Jesus, spoilers.
Yeah, careful with spoilers there, guys.
Sorry. Let's
not read out things like that.
This first episode I can catch live. I spent months binge watching the series on YouTube. I'm preparing to do it all again with my younger brother. Wish me luck and love you all from Esalsburg. Esalsburg to you and your brother. Best of luck on that second go through. You'll find me. I'm listening to you.
You'll be able to pick up on some of the foreshadowing I drop because a lot of people go back and listen to it. And they're like, "Oh my god, you hinted at that like in episode like 20," and I'm like, "Yeah, no one notices things sometimes."
Writing.
I want to thank Altron for the sub. Destroyer77 giving a sub to me. Thank you. Arc Requiem D gifting subs as well. I want to thank Thunder King 8. Lord Writer, Z on the Cobalt, Gobble the Goblin, thank you so much again. Arc Requiem D, thank you so much for the 5 subs gifted to the community, guys. I'm going to start speaking up here a little bit more. Discotheque Preach with the 1,000 bits. The wind whispers calm. Please return to the plane. Airplanes. Danger lurks ahead. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Commander Roy with the 1,000 bits. Happy birthday to the perfect bard in all the lands. Take my bits and have a drink on me. Scowl. Yeah. Thank you so much, Commander Roy. Resmu, thank you for the bits. Fusebox, thank you for the sub. Ninja Pat with the 1,000 bits. You guys are my inspiration and goals for D&D. Well, thank you so much. I want to thank Froscar, the not so great with the 500 bits as well. I want to thank Girl with a Glock and a sword. Girl with a Glock and sword.
What? When did he get a sword?
Holy shit.
That's her name. Girl with a Glock. I am become banana. Destroy apples. Bitch for the birthday boy. Oh, fuck, it's a Claymore. She gets momentum. It's going to fucking cleave shit.
It's over.
Right,
he knows how to dual wield. We're done. We're done.
I want to thank, if we missed you guys, we apologize. Just another clone. Golden Gildan. Death by Chair. Thank you so much, guys. Foskar, the not so great. Thank you as well for the bits. I want to thank Oathbreaker John for the bits. Mexican Skydiver for the bits. Gomerad. Brogon777. Thank you so much for the subs. Defective Sheep gifting an additional 10 subs to the community. Defective Sheep. Goddamn. Thank you so much for the 10 subs gifted to the community. Defective Sheep. There's nothing defective about your kindness. It's always overwhelmingly wonderful. Oathbreaker John 9. Thank you so much. How much time do we have?
I'll give you an extra 2 minutes.
That's all I need. Riku 9619 with a 1,500. I just want to say happy birthday to Connor as well as a happy birthday to myself. You guys have always brought me the best laughs since the first session. As a birthday gift, I bought myself a set of metal dice and a dice tray from Dice because of your high recommendations. Thanks for everything. Happy birthday, Riku 9619, and hope you enjoy those.
So many January babies.
Hellborn Rider. Alex Game Over X18. Thank you so much for the subs, guys. I want to thank Dragon God 20 for the 3,000 bits for my favorite D campaign in my favorite DM. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much, Dragon God 20, for the 3,000 bits. Hot damn, dude. And I would like to thank Hydro Taku for the 5,000 bits. Boom! Hydro Taku, thank you so much for the 5,000 bits. Very kind to you again. And guys, I want to thank one more time real quick for here. Foster the nuts are great. It's okay. Take Monty can't hurt you if you cover you in my bits. It's okay, Taka. Monty can't hurt you if I cover you in my bits. No. Go with the clock, shut them all out of the air.
You underestimate my power.
Oathbreaker John, take my bits. And happy birthday, Connor. Also, you don't age, you level up.
I'm pretty sure I'm older.
No.
Also, I have to say, Hydro Taku has probably the most terrifying looking picture I've ever seen up on the BitBoss board.
Yeah, why so I haven't seen Why So Scary.
It's a chain chomp that has human teeth, and it's kind of scary.
That's great.
I love it. As a person who likes monsters, I love it. But as a human being, I hate it. But I love it at the same time.
That's deeply cursed.
Terrifying.
It's very cursed, but I love it.
Great.
So,
Excellent.
Thank you for being our bit boss and for, giving me some nightmares tonight.
Good energy.
All right, players.
Yeah.
Twitch is off. Turn off the chat. We say goodbye to chat.
Gladly with that teeth chomp. Jesus.
All right, you guys ready?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
When last we left our heroes, Panic the Tiefling Bard, Borky the Orc Barbarian, Remy the Kenku Fighter, Greckles the Kenku Rogue, Task the Kobold Ranger, and a newfound friend in Seika the Fire Ganassi Monk, the party has slain Kokyu, the Air Oni who had subvertly infiltrated the elemental plane of air. After some shadow boxing and a well-placed talisman, the party sealed the evil away. Now, as the party is rewarded with rest and recuperation, in the comfort of the lavish Tempest Temple, we return to our party, victorious and satisfied. So, you all gain the benefits of a long rest.
Yay.
You guys, each of you guys are placed in very comfortable noble quarters. The beds have no frames. They're just on the floor. But they are incredibly plush and soft, and it feels like you're sleeping on a cloud. It's very nice. Panic, you had a little side project before going to bed. Do you want to click your spell for me?
Sure.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the deceased corpse of Divinos into his office, I guess we'll call it. I am going to place... What I'm going to do is I'm going to, let me open up my sheet here real quick so I can do this right. I pull out from my pack and I place a diamond worth 500 gold pieces on his chest.
Okay.
And I begin to play a song. It sounds sort of melancholy but powerful.
Okay.
And the diamond begins to rise and emit light.
Okay. Could you click the spell for me so I can read it as your DM?
And I cast Raise Dead.
Okay.
What?
Using a magical effect.
Nice.
Aggressive Latin chanting comes up in the background.
Also, if need be, if there are any life-threatening wounds that would cause the spell to fail, I would heal those first.
Okay. So, someone is clicking.
Yes. Sorry, I was checking to make sure you weren't actually playing music.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put on music now. So give me half a second here. Because Roll20 loves to just open up every single music folder I have every single time I load up into my game. So just give me half a second here. I need to fix all this. Okay. Connor, do you have a fan going?
No.
Oh, weird. So, you set your hands down onto Divinos. And as you do, the world around you begins to melt. Until it's just the ground in front of you and the body and the diamond. And you feel very alone. As you breathe, you see your breath come out of your mouth. And you hear footsteps. But they're not footsteps. It's like movement. Roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Something is moving around you as you're casting this spell. Something you've tried to forget. As you watch the long, spindly, almost insect-like legs of the Harvest Man approach you. The Grim Reaper of Hoketh, and the parent to Lady Isla of Alabast. They stand at 12 feet tall, and the top half of their body is just this long cloak that runs down these almost insect-like divine legs. Almost like a strider, you know, from Half-Life, like the striders. Almost like a strider.
Oh.
Badass.
As it looks down at you, you just see blackness under the cloak and two piercing white eyes that stare down at you. And you hear a voice crawl into your very being. Why this one?
Why not?
A reason must be stated. A reason for his denial. Lest you commit a crime against the natural order of being. Why?
Panic sort of pauses for a moment. He didn't deserve this.
Roll a persuasion check.
$13.
Okay. I see in your mind. This is the truth you know. I am willing to give them back to you. But know that you did not steal them. Know that this offering has contented my choice. The diamond vanishes. Let us meet again on these terms, and for your sake, no other. You watch as the Harvest Man backs into the shadows of the room, and you open your eyes, and you are back in the dining area, and you see Divinos' chest rising and falling.
Panic sort of raises his hand up and clutches his broken horn. Shit.
You convinced the Harvest Man that he should come back to life.
Woohoo!
Whoa.
Nice.
You know, just as he does every morning. Fucking hell.
Roll knowledge religion for me, Panic.
I will do this. 22.
Okay, 22. Given that you had been saved by Lady Isla before, and you know you've heard things probably from Digsby as well as other, quite a few Hoketh worshippers generally. The Harvest Man is not evil by any means. They're not good either. They're kind of one of those sort of vague, necessary evils. Generally speaking, though, the Harvest Man is definitely sort of a gatekeeper between the ethereal and, like the afterlife and that sort of thing. So many people state that it's the most common celestial that people run into in their natural life. Like even a commoner can very easily run into the Harvest Man because of what they do. So still scary, but kind of cool in a way. Never heard them talk to you though before, which was very neat and seems to be part of the spell. So yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Hey, I smack him.
Where am I? You watch as he kind of like blinks a few times and like looks around.
Rise and shine, Mr. Divinos.
Whew. And he kind of sits upright. He's like, oh, he kind of grabs his stomach.
Easy. Coming back from the dead is never easy. Trust me.
What?
Yeah. You owe me 500 gold.
His mouth just goes agape. We'll leave the scene there as you go rest.
Perfect.
The following dawn, all of you awaken after a contentable sleep. Probably the most comfortable sleep you've had in a very long time. Even better than sleeping at the Sweet Dragon, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. This was like a 5-star hotel with like full enemy.
This is guys. You went to bed at 10 p.m. You woke up at 8 a.m. It's one of those sleeps.
Damn.
Yep.
Those are only legend.
As you guys wake up and kind of peek out of your rooms, you do see that there seems to be sort of a rallying of the guards. You notice that each room of the temple is being thoroughly inspected by several guards, except for one guard, who, as you guys walk through the chamber halls of the Tempest Temple, you see Halo, the one Air Ganassi, currently mopping floors, just like, I thought it was a monkey. He's just mopping the floors. This poor guard who you tricked into believing that everything that happened was a monkey is currently been stuck with cleaning duty as he's mopping up the bloodstains in like various parts of the hallways right now.
Oh, it's all right, buddy. It builds character.
As you guys,
You mean PTSD?
as you guys make your way to the dining chambers, assumingly you guys want breakfast. As you make your way there, you're met with Exelos, who appears to be bestowing orders to various different servants. And again, the servants here are not like peasantry wearing, potato sack wearing individuals. They're well dressed. And they appear to be kind of scattering about. And you watch as he turns and he goes, "Yes, I'd ask that you go to the Citadel and ask for Master Wolf's release, as it has been proven now that he is innocent." And you watch as he goes, "Right away, Your Majesty," and kind of turns and leaves. He turns, he goes, "Good morning to all of you. I hope that you slept well. You deserved a good rest."
Oh, yes, we did. And I gotta say, it was like sleeping on a cloud.
As opposed to what? He kind of looks confused by that sentiment.
The pluckings of dead birds, usually.
Don't worry, sir. It's actually more elegant than he's making it out to be.
Wait, you guys don't have feather pillows here?
Well, we have birds, but we mostly use feathers for things like... And he kind of looks over at pen and quill and brushes and like things like that. That would be such a waste to use it for pillows when you have perfectly good clouds that you could use.
Fair enough. I never actually...
It is rather unfortunate that we don't have that kind of option in the material realm.
Can I grab one of those?
What, a pillow?
Yeah, can
Cloud pillow.
Do we open it and see the cloud come out?
Credit card is registered with the place.
I fucking
Dude, don't
saved
worry.
their
We're under the
lives.
King's Con.
That's true. That's true. The convention's paid.
As
We
you
saved
kind
the
of...
royal family. Give me a fucking pillow.
Yeah, they'd be willing to spare you some pillows.
Excellent.
I'll roll and see how many they'll give you. They'll give you 6. They'll give you one for each of you. So you have 6 airplane pillows made of real cloud.
Cool.
As opposed to an
Are they-
airplane.
I was gonna say.
I could fit on the whole thing.
I hope they're bigger than the ones you actually get on an airplane.
They're nice. They're not huge, but they are comfortable. You guys are invited to sit and eat. You watch as there's a very large spread of food on the table before you, and you watch as Exela goes, "Please indulge yourselves. It's the least we can do. I'm currently organizing a reward. It comes to reason that our currency in the elemental plane of air is probably of no use to you, so we're trying to find things that you might find useful in both your endeavors and perhaps to take back to you to the material plane when your quest is done.
So Borky just kind of whispers over into Psycho's ear. Hey, where are we going next again?
I suppose that requires more conversation.
Well, I mean, it depends on where we's going next, you know.
I assume you wanted to speak with Master Wolf before you continue on your way.
Absolutely.
Yes, that guy.
I'm having His Majesty collected as we speak, though it may take a few hours throughout the day, and you may relax and enjoy, and you may go through your reward, and you watch as the doors open to the dining room, and you see Sonas actually enter in with the escort of 2 guards. And you see as she looks over, she goes, oh, Father! And she just runs into the room, and you watch as Exelos, his total, like, I'm a serious business guy, sort of demeanor immediately melts away as he sees his daughter. And you watch as he stands up, and he's like, oh, my morning wind. And you watch as he runs over and hugs his daughter. Aww. Oh, Father! Oh, he kind of holds her tightly, and it's a very sweet embrace. He watches Sonas kind of peering over the back of her shoulder, turns towards you, Remy, and mouths the words, thank you, to you.
Remy will just bow his head respectfully.
Father, I am so worried about you. I am glad you escaped. Had you not, I don't think we would have been able to stop. Kokyu, you are brave, my daughter. Very brave. You watch, she kind of strokes a piece of hair out of the way of her eyes. Thank you, truly. You watch as he claps his hands twice, and you see one of the servants leave the room. Please, I implore you, eat. Sonas, are you hurt? Do you need anything? She's like, no, Father, I'm fine. A human protected me. Human. Oh, that weird human man. He kind of looks a little like grossed out, but he's just like, I suppose he should be thanked as well for his efforts. Please enjoy our food. And you watch as they lift up these really nice kind of woven trays. Nothing here is cooked. Everything here is raw. It is raw fish, raw meats, and a lot of pickled foods, a lot of pickled vegetables, notably a lot of leafy greens, airy greens, fruits, things like that. And the drink here is light, and carbonated, which is strange.
Huh.
Oh, give me the bubbles.
Look at those bubbles. How does that even work?
Task lets out a burp, and he's like, what happened?
I'm so, what have I done to this water to make it so angry at me?
Hey, so real quick, Monty.
Ow!
Greckles would like to get up and approach Sonas just whenever it's appropriate.
Sure, she's sitting down. You guys are all kneeling at this
okay,
table.
good.
Like, you're all within close proximity of each other. The table itself is very narrow, but it is enough to spread out the food. It's like a I don't know how to describe it.
I got a general
I think
idea.
you know what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone's been to like a Japanese restaurant where you actually do sit, like no chairs, it's like on your knees.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's sort of thing.
I love how they'll put holes in the floor for people who need to lower their legs over.
Yeah. Borky definitely needs that. Your Borky's rising a little high above the table right now.
No, trying to get
I'm getting easier access, you see. And Borky just starts going scooping with his hand. See, it's quicker this way.
Across the table.
Just quicker this way. I say quicker for everybody. I'm not disturbing people while I'm eating. Please pass me that bowl.
Lady Sonas.
Yes.
I know it might seem a little redundant at this point, but I wanted to return this to you. I wasn't sure what was going to happen when we went in, and Greckles will return her hairpin.
Oh, my hairpin, thank you. She watches, she takes it, and she puts it in her hair. Thank you ever so much. Thank you so much for saving my father. You can see her almost ready to cry. Like, she's actually, like, so happy that her father is alive.
He does a super deep bow.
No. She kind of lifts you back up. You do not bow to anyone here. You are heroes. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
You're very welcome.
You watch as the door opens, and you see a servant carrying a sizable wooden, which is weird, wooden chest, ornately carved with mother of pearl inlay, a gold lockbox in the front.
Oh.
And you watch as Exelos kind of turns over and nods, and you watch as he kind of points to some food, and they actually move some of the platters out of the way. By the way, the food is very good. Meat and fish.
It quite is, actually.
is not. It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, but the texture is really interesting.
I want you to know that Task is pretty much just like on par with Borky right now because it's all raw. And he's just like, oh, finally, people understand me now. God.
And I bet everyone else around is using like freaking chopsticks and like dainty
bowls
bowls and
oh
things.
yeah, Sonas
Seika's
and
being
Exelos
perfectly,
and
like,
and Divinos. Like Divinos is having like an existential crisis right now. Like he hasn't said anything.
I tap Borky on the side of the elbow to lean him down. Where are the forks?
How the fuck should I know?
Fuck.
This large chest, this large box, it's kind of flat at the top. It's not actually rounded at the top like a standard chest you'd see in the material plane. It actually is kind of like a silverware box. You ever see like the flat top wooden silverware boxes? As they bring it over, Exelos unlatches the golden lock in the front and lifts it up, and inside are scrolls.
Ooh.
While we cannot relinquish artifacts of cultural significance for your heroics, I had us organize some of our strongest spells that might be of use to you to take back to your homeland.
Yeah. What do we
That's
got?
quite excellent.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Borky's
So,
just slurping
pull
like
out-
cloud noodles.
Pull out your notes, because this is a list.
Let's
Yeah.
hold up. Notepad. Let's
Many
go.
of our wonderful cartographers would love these.
The first spell scroll you get is Absorb Elements.
Sick.
The second spell you get is Control Winds.
Mm.
Ooh.
The
There's
third,
one of each of these, right?
it's one of each, yes.
Yep.
So there's one of each of these, but the party has a wizard back home, so don't forget that some of these Willow can learn.
Yep.
The third spell is Dust Devil.
Yo.
What's dust?
Hey, Monty.
Hi.
Thank you.
I know. It's like you're the elemental plane of air or something like that. The
Or a
fourth,
tornado chaser.
the fourth spell is Elemental Bane.
Oh!
Fuck yeah.
The fifth spell, I'm going to say this completely wrong, Investiture of Wind.
Nope, that was right.
Thank God.
Cool.
The sixth spell is Skywrite.
Wow.
Hey.
Okay, that could be fun.
The
Greatest
seventh
melody.
spell is Steel Wind Strike.
Oh
Jesus.
shit.
The eighth spell is Storm Sphere.
God.
Yo.
Jesus.
The ninth spell is Thunderstep.
Nice.
The 10th spell is Warding Wind. The 11th spell is Whirlwind.
Nice.
Hey, Monty. Thanks.
And the last spell is Zephyr Strike.
Ooh,
Nice.
What's that? Oh, that sounds very familiar.
Yeah, because I used it.
Oh.
These are all undiscovered Alabastian spells. None of these are known in Alabast.
Wait, really? Because I
Yeah.
know absorb elements actually.
I got these all from the expended spell list, so... But you have scrolls of each of them, so there you go. That is your reward for saving Exelos.
Oh
what
boy.
what a fucking handout. Hell yeah.
Now here's the thing, too, about these. Don't forget, when you take them back to Alabast, you can also get AC for these, having them exist, and also trade them out for other spells, too.
These are very powerful trading pieces, or we can use them. We have two options.
Or we can give them to Willow so we can make more.
Yeah, make
Oh,
more
we-
scrolls.
If any of these are learnable by a wizard, she can duplicate them, which means you can also keep them and also sell them as well.
I think most of them are actually learnable by wizards.
Mhm.
I would be actually shocked if none of these she wasn't able to know.
I don't think she can learn Zephyr Strike. I'm pretty certain, and I don't think she can learn Skyrite. But I have to double check and see. But
Yeah,
this
I
is
can
what
look
is
this up.
given. This is what is given to you.
Sick.
Kind of very respectfully maintaining his distance, but having looked over this offering, Seika will address Exelos. This is quite the offering. I hope it does not put you out too much.
No, not at all. We've already have records of these spells. They are integral to the history and traditions of our people. Not that you, Fire Ganassi, have ever used such spells before. With respect, he kind of nods towards you. It's a little bit of a side insult, but he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seika will kind of just do the courteous nod that says, I know what you've said, but I've elected to ignore it.
Yeah.
Well, this is a very, very hefty bounty you have given us. It'll come in great use when we return home.
I would give you more, but I'm afraid the sacred relics that belong to our people have, with respect, extremely significant cultural significance, ties to deep and rich history, and I fear them leaving this plane for sake of corruption and misuse.
I think we can all understand that it would be a crime for someone to have to leave their own plane to learn about their own heritage.
As I got my treasure, I hold up the cloud sword.
That being said, the Mask of Koki will be sealed here. We have learned our lesson in trusting the material folk to try and seal greater evils. We thought the ability to jump between planes would be something that would hinder the approach of these evil spirits, and yet, well, he takes a sip of his tea. Here we are.
Who was it that was supposed to seal him?
Believe it was monks in the Eastern Isles of the material plane.
Oh. Money, would I know anything about that?
Roll history check.
I was about to say, I'm curious now. 15.
You've heard rumors and stories that say that in the Eastern Isles, it has a very close connection to the primordial planes. That different islands in particular have different connections to the primordial planes. The oceans to the south are connected to the water plane. Islands with great volcanoes are connected to the fire plane. The Tengu as well, mostly were messengers around volcanic regions, to your knowledge. Airplanes where great mountains rose, and the earth plane, again, mountains, that sort of thing. But these are all just like little folklore stories, and there are elementals there in the Eastern Isles. There's not, you never really explored too much outside of your own homeland to really see anything of your own experience. You haven't really read much to your own experience because in some cases, you would know this, what could be an elemental actually might be something else and vice versa. So it's hard to figure out which is which.
Interesting. Exos, there is something that I'm a bit curious about, if we have the time to do so. I would be very, very interested in seeing how your warriors train. Maybe learn a thing or two.
After their belligerent failure, you would want to look upon these ones and see how they train. Speaking of flying monkeys, when a true incursion is going on?
It's what I would not judge the valor, bravery, and skill of your people based on a singular experience. From what I could understand, this is generations upon generations of knowledge and understanding of very unique martial arts. And I, for one, am very interested in hearing about it.
And don't think any less of your guards for falling prey to my deceptions. I'm just that damn good.
He watches Halo, who's outside of the door mopping. It's just like he wants to say like, you motherfucker, but he knows you're like an honored guest. And he just has this look about him just like, you son of a bitch. Just like
There's
looking
just, like, a tiny
towards
You
you.
have made
cloud
a
above his
great
head.
enemy this day.
I dare panic to say you missed a
That's
spot on
going in
way
the book
out.
of grudges.
Panic says you missed a spot on the way out the fucking door. Just the fucking shit. Just never before. Wow, I've never seen a DM TPK a player like that before.
Sorry, go ahead.
There would actually be two other small things, Exlos, that I would ask. One of which, maybe keep correspondence of our presence here limited until we get everything taken care of. We do not need our potential enemies knowing that we're present and we're active.
You watch as he leans over to a servant and goes, cancel the celebration. And she's like, and runs out the door. He just
Look
turns
at
to you and
Greckles.
smiles, Greckles.
I just turned to Greckles slowly. You jerk.
Remember why we're here. It's not just one place, and we need the element of surprise.
Fair enough.
He is not wrong, and honestly, we may have jumped the gun. Besides, it needs approval by Master Waft anyway. You watch as he gets a glazed over look in his eyes.
There's nothing wrong with humble celebration.
We'll keep it to the temple, perhaps.
The only other thing I could ask is, maybe would it be possible to open up better communications with the 4 elemental planes to make sure that something like this never happens again?
Seika, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
me,
say,
buddy.
you
Or
catch
actually,
a
wisdom saving throw for me, Seika.
He wouldn't know. I'm sorry.
11.
Oh god, Exelos rolled an 11 too. You both simultaneous let out a laugh by accident. Like you both go like quickly.
Is such a thing so comical?
We of the primordial planes don't tend to like to. He kind of turns towards you, Sega.
You have my apologies, of course, but you must understand the distance between these planes is quite broad.
And
you guys don't mingle.
And intentional. Much less we end up like your sacred and beloved material plane. The elemental planes must remain separated for the sake of all in other planes that are touched by us.
Is not some of the
Sorry, go ahead.
But is not some of the greatest beauty in the material plane the union of these elements, stone into air to form beautiful mountains? Even erupting volcanoes have their own odd beauty. Vast oceans with small dots of earth and land.
What might be beautiful to you is kind of ugly to us. It is a nice thought, but you must remember, we've been here and we've seen and had our wonders much longer than you. What we view as being perfect is different than you, and with respect, we hold that very sacredly.
And with
then perhaps, perhaps then uniting under the guise of combating a common enemy. Then
we will help
you.
you.
Question.
We will help you. Yes. As for what we do with the other elemental planes, with respect, that is our business to conduct. We have reconnaissance with the other planes, albeit minor, but for the most part, you've seen it, we have our own problems, and they're as unique as each plane's. We very rarely need to help each other, but in this instance like this, I am willing to extend a hand in friendship, I suppose.
I was going to say blow us in the right direction, but that works too.
In that vein...
Bork's just got like a drumstick of some unknown bird.
It's raw, too.
Seika very, very clearly trying to change the subject. In that vein, have you had any success in determining how exactly the seal was breached?
Well, that would be a question for the material plane now, wouldn't it? The seal we put on were set by the 4 grand primordial entities, strengths that even could match gods. To have those seals broken would have taken the power of a god. And that such information concerns me gravely.
Surely there must have been some sign of the Oni's return to this plane. If it was breached in the material plane, would not it have alerted you to its presence once it arrived?
Whispers in the walls certainly got my skin crawling, but beyond that, our incursion was one of, well, you saw how sneaky this one was in particular, and unfortunately, that is the nature of the Shadow Oni and the Oni of Air, and in a sense, our own people. We are not so brash and bold like the elemental plane of Earth, and you can just hear his eyes skyrocket as he rolls his eyes.
It is curious. This is quite different than how the fire plane was approached. I expected armies, not subterfuge.
Well, after subterfuge, I'm sure the armies were to follow. But here we are. And you did help us. Interestingly, though, Kokyu's goal was not so much the temple as it was accessing the Elder Tempest. Not Master Waft, but the Elder Tempest who is connected to this temple. Who, perhaps, with Master Waft's blessing, you may be able to speak to. They might be able to help you far more than the likes of me.
Well, don't count yourself short. The scrolls are of much good help.
He kind of gives you he closes his eyes and gently nods towards you. Task is like, yeah, of course, you're welcome. You begin to hear a commotion outside the door, and you see Halo kind of look up and immediately pick up his bucket and his mop and kind of move away from the door frame.
Did he stage left even?
We're gonna fuck with this guy until we leave, aren't we?
You hear roll a perception check, actually, all of you.
Oh boy. I just closed my sheet.
12 from Seika.
7.
Here I go.
20.
25.
Okay. Task and Remy, you are the only ones who hear this. You have to beat a 16. You hear a voice go, "This was absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe you made me stay in a cell for so long."
I look at Remy and I roll my eyes.
You watch as coming through the door frame is, how old is he? He looks like he's 20, but he looks like he never hit puberty a second time.
Oh, poor guy.
He has short hair that's kind of combed back, shaved on the sides, and similar to the other Ergonasi you've met, has almost like a crown growing out of his own head, these sort of crystals that kind of come out of his forehead and around the sides of the temple. He's very thin, has very nice complexion, really stunning eyes, wearing jewelry. He's got earrings running down all the way each ear on either side. Long, flowing robes with sleeves that are just way too big. And behind him, he's got 2 servants carrying just bags of stuff. He walks in with an air of I own the place, but he looks like he's holding a handkerchief in one hand and pressing it to his chest, he's clutching his pearls.
Oh my god. So you know the expression hands as smooth as a baby's ass? This guy, he's whole ass, not just his hands.
His entirety is that of baby
I believe
ass.
he puts that handkerchief in front of him when he's near another person who's poorer than him. Oh, God.
You watch as Exelos just doesn't even look up and just sips his tea and goes, Grand Tempest Waft, how nice it is for you to return to us. Exelos! How could you throw me in prison? Your own prince! Well, king, I suppose, but your own king! You watch as he hobbles over. And who are these? What is that? He points towards you, Taz.
I grin at him. I flash my teeth at him with a big ass grin.
Seika, you would recognize this as, Master Waft. This is Master Waft.
Can Borky start laughing? Oh my god, you got gestures? That's great.
Oh, Crackles
Oh, no.
Perhaps counter to everybody else's reaction. Upon his arrival, Seika will stand and bow deeply.
You watch as Exelos doesn't stand up and bow, actually, surprisingly. But he turns up and goes, Grandmaster Waft, these are the heroes who have saved your people, your council, and you. While you are the head of the household here, it might be, personable to show at least a modicum of respect. You watch as Waft kind of sucks in his mouth and kind of twists his body away, his head still facing forward. Well, I never. And Sonus! And you watch as Sonus immediately is oh, fuck. She's oh, my spring breeze! Oh, how beautiful and radiant you are! And you watch she turns, she's just just looks really unperturbed by this.
Panic in his head thinks to himself, and they think I laid it on heavy.
This fucking Code Veronica Ashford motherfucker.
This guy looking hey, can I take a photo real quick? And it's it's more than that. It's a video and a skit, and then you can't escape.
You watch as he turns to Sonus and goes, my beautiful starflower, is what your father's saying true? And you watch as she turns and goes, yes, these individuals and Master Remy saved my father and saved your people. I think you should show them a bit of respect, my lord. And he's like, well, if my most beautiful Sonus says so, then thank you. Despite your...
No worries.
Oh, God. How long were you saving
this
that?
one?
5 minutes. I was saving that for 5 fucking minutes.
Oh, God.
on his face, like as if to say, "Oh boy."
Well, I must say that your attires are garish but interesting. Move. Let me sit down. You watch as he sits down and also takes some tea and some food. Yes, I am Grand Tempest Waft. You may avert your gaze if you can.
Oh my god!
Seika's gonna.
Panic
Seika's
audibly
gonna-
just goes.
I mean, did he say we can avert our eyes?
Seika's gonna look at Greckles. I believe it may be time to be entirely forthcoming with them.
But you haven't been so far. He kind of looks over towards Borky and tend to panic too.
Oh gosh, really hard eating all those clouds. Bork's just eating the placemat, not knowing it's not food.
Kuriyama-san, should we tell them everything then?
I believe it would be prudent.
Greckles will get down, 2 knees, and do an exceptionally deep bow
Okay.
in front of Grand Tempest Waft. Grand Tempest Waft, I am Tobikage. I am the heir to the Phoenix Temple and son of Grandmaster Kai.
Grandmaster Kai had a son?
Apparently.
He kind of turns toward Exelos and kind of puts his hand up to him and goes, "With who?"
That's right. Greckle's dad had sex.
Thanks,
That much we
Kurt.
know.
It is our mission to not only aid this and the other realms, but to liberate my home and my father and restore order on all 4 of the realms.
Oh, it's just like one of my plays.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Can I do a
like Japanese
history
animes.
check to see if there is a
I'd love
like a common legend about the hero?
Sure.
Is
Sure,
the manga
yeah.
better?
Oh.
Nice.
19.
Ooh, that's a good roll, man.
There are lots of stories about like the hero of the primordial plains, these great journeys. I don't know. This guy never leaves his house. You get a feeling like
Those plays are somewhat grounded in, well, I suppose truth may not be the correct word, but legend for sure.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, I'd love to be part of this. What would you need from mine truly? If my beloved fiance Sonus trusts you so closely, then I will do whatever you need.
Oh, that poor girl.
You watch as Exelos actually kind of coughs and goes, "I'm afraid that is not going to be arranged, Grand Tempest Waft." What? You see, as thanks for saving my life, I've arranged my daughter's hand to this one, and he gestures towards Borky.
Oh, what?
Oh,
What's going on?
Insight check.
Oh no!
Yeah, please?
Oh no! It's because Borky was the. Oh no!
What's going on,
Jesus.
guys? I was busy eating food. I didn't quite
Who's
hear the
rolling
call.
insight on who? What's going on here?
Insight check.
On
Insight
who?
check.
On who?
On Exelos.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
12.
17.
What's his goal here?
He's just sipping his tea. He seems dead serious.
Oh my god.
And I want you to imagine
Panic
right
story.
now, as the room goes quiet, Sonus like Exelos turns to Waft. Waft turns to Sonus. Sonus turns to Remy. And Remy's now turned to Exelos. Or Exelos is looking at Borky.
Borky's got a bottle of wine in mouth. What was that? Was that? Sorry.
Panic, you were gonna say something?
Remy would like to say something if he doesn't.
Panic just has that same smile on his face, and then it disappears.
Remy would like to look to the father and then to the prince. And then he
Okay.
would like to speak to the prince.
Are we talking about romance?
Your Grace, permission to speak freely.
Task is just eating fish. It's like, oh, this is fucking stupid. I love it.
All right, give me some of that meat.
I give it to him.
Give me your Task. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Is that a yes? I don't fucking
Yeah, no, it was a
understand.
Yeah, he said yes. He cried and
Oh,
said
okay.
yes.
I thought he started crying.
He's crying too. It's fine. You're getting
doing
both.
Don't worry,
Um,
he's crying too.
Excellent. Good. We should all, everyone should.
While I understand what is going on here, perhaps it is a tad inappropriate to be promising her to anyone. Perhaps maybe she should have a say. That is all.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, Jesus God.
Oh my God! What?
Oh, we're gonna start a fucking
International
interdimensional incident.
Oh, it's
Borky,
true.
I'd like to roll insight to try and understand the car.
Oh my God.
Oh,
And it's a
disadvantage.
Oh.
It's a disadvantage.
That disadvantage.
Oh no.
That's so bad.
I'm
Son of a
so
So
sorry.
that's a natural. With the advantage, it's or the disadvantage, it's a 4.
Oh,
Beans.
can I roll? Can Borky roll insight to understand what's happening?
Yeah, sure. Go
A
ahead.
little bit late to the party. That's not fun. Hey, why is everyone talking all in hushed terms here? 15.
You get the sense that there's a lot of eyes on you, and there is a Aragonasi woman who looks not too pleased with the situation at the time right now. And there is a bubbling, like a blubbering prince who looks like you fucking just ruined his life. His mascara is running. His handkerchief is just covered in snot. It's not pretty for anyone right now.
All right, so how groveling is this guy right now?
She was supposed to be my wife.
Hold on. Now, the long short of what I'm understanding here is that, not much. So,
Yeah, clearly.
I'm flattered, but I am taken.
The Exilus kind of turns and goes, oh. They turns towards you, Task, perhaps.
I already have someone in my sights.
Turns towards you, Panic.
I'm flattered, but my status is set to it's complicated.
You watch as a visible sweat drop is running down his face. You see slowly rising up from the handkerchief waft, just like. You watch as he nervously turns towards you, Greckles.
Would it really be befitting of the daughter of what is Exilos's like not rank but like status?
He's like second hand to like an emperor, essentially, would be what his equivalency would be.
So he's a lord.
He's basically a lord, yeah.
Would the Lord's daughter really make for such a good wife for the son of Grandmaster Kai of the Elemental Plane of Fire?
Politically, it makes sense to me.
Okay, hold on. Above game, hold on. He just got done railing about how there cannot be any unity with the elemental planes, and now we're gonna have a political marriage?
But see, it's fine because you're from the material plane.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah, this is one of the safest political moves he can do.
Yeah.
With all due respect, I'm still trying to figure out my own feelings for a couple of people. He just kind of looks away.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
That's rough, buddy.
She turned into the moon panic.
wow, 7.
Oh, jeez.
Buddy, he says back to you.
That's rough, buddy.
Stressfully, he rolled terribly. He rolled a 3. Stressfully, he turns towards Seika just for a brief moment and just goes, and then looks towards Remy.
Yeah, when he sees Seika's eyes are just slits.
Yeah, he's like not even thinking about it. He turns towards you, Remy, and he has the eyes of, please, for the love of God. Like, I don't want my daughter to marry this fucking idiot.
insight check him to see if he's serious or if this is just to get the other guy off of his back?
Roll an insight check.
25.
Pretty good. Night.
Lost sight.
Grand Tempest Waff is a bit of a ninny.
Right.
And clearly has, while he has a position of power, I mean, you're looking at him right now, and he's not the most heroic individual.
Real briefly, could I enter my mind and say, "Ith"?
You see it, you feel an acknowledgement.
We have to write a song about this. This is too good.
1 second.
Oh my goodness.
You hear absolutely, attitudely, adoration, inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remy, you get the sense that he wants to show his thanks. It's definitely a cultural thing. This is actually kind of common in Alton region as well. Lords and ladies would, if someone were to help out their kingdom or do something significant, they would usually give them a hand in marriage to a prince or a princess to essentially have them as part of the family, as a thank you, as an extension of thanks. So this is not a practice that it's kind of fucked up, but it's not a practice that's completely unreasonable, or at least that you haven't not experienced.
Remy is extremely familiar with this. That's why I am rolling the insight check to see, is he serious or does he just want an excuse and then this is going to get dropped?
It's kind of a mixture of both. It's like, this for him is just like, this is how I'm going to show my thanks. And a more or less noble idea is that this guy's a loser. I don't want my daughter marrying this guy, status or no status. Sona's, while she looks and has and you're aware, she does like you. She still seems kind of stressed out by this whole thing. She's quite young. She's a younger girl. She is an adult, but she's I'm gonna say she's probably around Solly's age. So she's probably 19, 20.
Remy will very respectfully bow towards Exelos and say, anyone who receives your daughter's hand in marriage will be quite the lucky man indeed.
Turns towards Sonus, and Sonus kind of gives a little sigh of relief. I'm sorry, Father. He's like, no, which is fine. If our heroes wish not to be honored by what I can offer, then that is the state in which we are. Grandmaster Waft, if you could please wipe your tears off of the table, that would be appreciated. His face is just face down on the table right now, and there's a puddle.
I pick up my dish away from his puddle.
Yeah, you just gently just move it away from him.
You just slide it to the left.
It's like SpongeBob, that one episode.
Yeah, exactly.
It just pools underneath. He just sucks it back in.
Wow, this is embarrassing.
Sonus turns towards you, Remy, and she goes, thank you, Master Remy.
Remy will bow his head.
You watch as Grandmaster Waft kind of listens and goes, so that doesn't mean she's getting married? You watch as Excellent goes, and she's not getting married to you either. You still don't have my blessing. I'll change your mind one of these days. But in the meantime, you watch as he fixes his makeup and he pulls out what looks to be a little compact sort of mirror and makeup combo. You watch as he kind of begins to fix the eyeshadow. He just stops crying and is completely 180s back to his sort of weird eclectic self. Well, I'm glad to see that my most beloved Sonus will be staying here with us. That makes me overjoyed, elated, above the winter snow and sky. That being said, you aren't staying, are you? She kind of looks over and Borky, you're just covered in food and There's meat sauce
There's
on
some
your
fucking One
face.
Piece eating happening over here, folks. There's some
Yeah.
goddamn One Piece eating happening over here.
I would ask if someone could pass the ham, but nah, we got plenty to go around.
Fucking sky pigs.
They do have cured meats. It's mostly fish, though. It's not. The
You didn't
best.
catch the joke.
This land is nothing but air. I didn't know there was going to be food. Who knows what the next one is?
Yeah, probably gonna have to eat rocks or
The next
something.
one, what would be? He watches Grand Tempest Wolf kind of like leans forward, goes, and kind of cups his hands on his elbows, leaning forward on the table. So that means you're leaving, then.
We have to.
Well, where are you going? Back to the material plane?
No.
Oh, right, your quest! Oh, I'm such a goof. Right. Do you need any help with that? Well, yes, you asked. What could we do? How are you going to proceed? What's your
We could-
goal? Where are you going next?
Just so I don't screw up the title, the one who was above Grand Tempest Waff, that was
The Elder
Elder
Tempest.
Tempest.
Yeah.
Actually, if we could borrow just a small amount of time for from the Elder Tempest, that
You
would be
wish-
more help than anything.
You wish to speak to the Elder Tempest. Exelos turns towards Grand to Waft and goes, "They saved the Elder Tempest." Well, then, of course, she'll want to speak with you.
Sorry, above game. Did you say she?
She, yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Of course, if there's any more rest, relaxation, bathing, he kind of looks towards Borky, and just all of you in general. You may wish to do that before meeting with the Elder Tempest. She's, friendly, but she has some standards, I'd like to think. I mean, that's why I'm her Grand Tempest. He just kind of strokes back his hair and, like, kind of, like, does, like, the quick, like, flip of the hair. You just see
Seika
Sona just
kinda-
roll her eyes.
Seika kind of gestures humbly. I assure you, I will be certain they are in a state that I would deem worthy to meet our own.
Excellent. Then you have nothing to worry about. But I would emphasize on the bathing.
Absolutely. It'll be done.
Excellent. There is a bathing chamber up past the servant quarters. You can't miss it.
Would there be appropriate clothing?
Why would you wear clothing in a bath?
No, sorry. Not for bathing, Your Excellence, for greeting with the Elder Tempest.
Your clothes will do, but they have to be cleaned.
Understood.
You watch as Divinos kind of looks up and goes, I could see to that.
Greggles will just make a gestured nod over. I mean, hey, free direct cleaning, boys.
Yeah.
If you would like, we could also have your weapons cleaned and your scabbards adjusted.
That would be most appreciated, actually.
Okay. So, you guys finish your meal. The food was good. You ate everything. Literally everything. Including the placemats.
No.
Thanks,
Um,
Borky.
Thanks, Borky.
God,
yeah.
I can't take you anywhere.
That was the last
Do it.
piece of wood in the realm.
They used everything else for the treasure
That was
chest.
that was the last anchovy ever, possibly the last in the entire galaxy. More.
You don't get to keep the chest that the scrolls came in. They just give you the scrolls. The chest
That's
is
fine.
very,
That's
very,
fine.
very like that's kind of a
It's
big
like the
deal for
most
them.
expensive thing here.
And here's the thing: they're not dumb. They know that you have wood in the material plane, so this is probably worth a lot less for you guys. So they're not going to give you the wooden chest, but they are
Yeah,
willing to give you
right.
pillows that contain clouds. They even actually they'll probably give you some other additional stuff too. Let me look at my notes here. Yeah, they're going to give you 3 bolts of sky silk.
Ooh, each or individual?
Sick.
Just 3 bolts, which is like a bolt is a huge roll. Like they're huge rolls
Yeah.
of fabric.
Fuck yeah.
You might have well, you have the dead body is gone. So yeah, you can fit the 3 bolts of fabric in
I
there.
was about to
They're
say, wait,
light.
why would we keep the dead body? Wait, I said that. Shit.
You
Who am
also
I?
you also receive, similar to the one that Sonus has, you receive a very nice diamond hairpin.
Nice.
Oh, diamond?
Yeah.
I am looking respectfully at the price of this diamond.
Probably around 1,000 gold pieces, you assume, just based on
Perfect.
Nice.
I want that one.
It is not a pure diamond for the sake of spell casting. It is an object.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh no,
it's-
it's cubic zirconium.
I'm sorry. It falls
The
under.
diamond is also cursed.
It would fall under an artistic item, so like the item you would find in a loot thing. It does not count as a gemstone, unfortunately, but it is made out of diamond. I'm sorry. It is a crane. It's like a crane hairpin where the actual beak itself is the hairpin and the body comes out, and it's very beautiful looking.
To look more noble when we get back home.
You also get robes, ceremonial robes
Sick.
of blue and white. They contain like sort of a cloud motif with various different depictions of skyfish and sky whales.
Is this for meeting the Elder Tempest?
No,
Or
this is a
just
gift.
For the bath?
This is
okay.
a gift. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
This is a very expensive looking robe. It looks like it looks like it would fit probably out of all of you guys, it would fit Seika and Panic, because I think Panic, how tall are you, Panic?
6 feet.
And then Greckles, how tall are you?
I wasn't that much shorter. I think it was like 5'8", 5'9".
Okay. And then Seika, you are
6'2".
okay. So it probably would fit Greckles or Panic, less Seika at that point, because I think for Greckles it would require a little bit of hemming, but Panic it would probably fit you pretty well. It looks like it's meant to fit someone who's about 5'9", like or
That
6
that would be something that Greckles would be insanely interested in. So.
Definitely a lither form as well. It is definitely for someone who is not borky beefy. So
Yeah.
Get back.
So it's reserved for twunks.
I guess, yeah. They offer you a monkey as well, like a flying monkey.
Oh, sick!
They're real?
Can we gift him to Halo?
Excellent.
It is
Oh my god, this is
it
the
is-
best.
It's an albino winged monkey.
Wow.
What's his name?
I don't know. That's your
We're gonna have
choice.
to find
His
out.
name is Halo now.
Oh no!
I hope that doesn't bode well for a Pat, guys.
I'm not gonna say that out loud.
Obviously, as you continue on in this volatile plane, it might be tricky to have the monkey go with you, but I'm trying to think.
You know, just mail him to the sweet dragon.
They'll mail him to the sweet dragon.
Interdimensional trash.
No,
I'm sorry. Do you have a permit for that?
Permit for monkey.
Yes, I do. I do believe I do have a permit for that monkey.
At the mention of your wizard, they offer the monkey to you as a gift for the wizard.
Cool.
Yeah.
You notice that too. A lot of the spellcasters here, they tend to use flying monkeys as familiars. So,
Oh my god, this place rules.
all right.
Fucking monkeys.
You guys want to go to the bathhouse, the hot spring bathhouse?
Sure thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How many bolts of silk did we get?
Three bolts of air silk, which is
3
very
total or 3 each?
3 bolts total.
Total.
And a bolt is. Have you ever been to Fabric? Do they have Fabric Land in America?
We have fabric stores, so we get.
Yeah.
I have
You
an
know those
idea.
big.
Yeah.
You know those big rolls of fabric, like they're pretty thick. Like it's
Like
one of those.
like the 6 feet wide ones?
Like the ones that are like probably about 3 feet, like tall.
Oh fuck, that's
But
still
when you-
pretty big.
When you unroll them, there's like
like
there can
25
be
feet.
like 25 feet of fabric.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
there.
sick.
Yeah, so
They're-
you got
it's
3 of
long.
those. You basically have 75 feet of this beautiful silk. That's probably worth a lot of
That's
money.
Is
really
it-
good?
Is it what color is it?
They're each a different color. One is blue, one is white, and the other one is kind of like an aqua green color.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm writing all this down. Do not
The
worry.
white looks like it could be dyed potentially by someone who knows what they're doing as well. So you could have it
Excellent.
dyed. The thing about it is that it's incredibly lightweight fabric, and it's very like strong too.
So it's not like super delicate.
No, it's not. It actually could be used for like combat gear, which is why they're giving it to you.
That would be awesome.
So you could use it to embellish things and whatnot.
Oh, that'd be freaking sick.
The diamond hairpin was given to you as a gift for one of your significant others that you seem to have from Exelos.
Yay! Give it to me then, Panic.
What hair is she going to put it in?
Fuck. Guys, we could always give it to Sully.
Oh, dragons like shiny shit.
I mean, he's not wrong.
It would be something nice for her. She is our boss.
I'm gonna put this in the best.
That was more towards Borky, Panic. I mean, Greckles.
What?
Money,
Oh,
dumb question.
What do you mean I'm questioning? What?
Jeez.
Are
Sorry.
you asking something? What are you
Yeah.
asking? Okay, ask away.
I was just curious, like how crude was the Cloudstone dagger that we were able to get?
Oh, it's peasant work, but it's nice.
Okay.
The dagger or the sword that I got?
No, the dagger that I ended up with.
Yeah.
okay.
It's nice. I mean, they don't seem to give any sort of particular artistry to their weapons here. It seems very basic. You guys do get a tour of the location from Sonus and Master Waft. Master Waft is growing on you, but you get the reason why he's kind of annoying.
Like mold?
Yeah. They show you the rest of the temple. They show you the reliquary room, which actually contains like a bunch of scrolls of history, like weapons, magical weapons that contain some significance as well. Some of the fans that you actually have yourself, Greckles, are given and received as gifts for nobles.
I was actually going to ask if Exos or even Divinos, if anyone could give any more insight on just anything about that fan.
The fan that you have was made in celebration of a story about I think it was a elemental that fell in love with like a normal Ganassi woman. And it was like the story of how like they tried to prove their love by causing storms, which ended up turning them away. It's like this long legend story, and they were kind of made to commemorate that by like a very passionate wizard who loved theater. Generally speaking, they are very much, they're not significant in the sense of like, oh, they were part of like this, big earth-shattering event, but more like these are a sort of sacred item that are given and received as tokens of good faith and good respect, and are sort of like usually speaking, like Waft explains to you, it's just like if you love a woman and you give that to them or they give it to you, it means they love you. Oh, it's so romantic.
Grickles is just gonna sweat really hard because he remembers how he got it.
Oh, that's right. Rourke gave it to you.
Yeah.
He didn't know.
I know. But I mean, it's not only that, but it's like it wasn't given by anyone special. It was backhandedly gifted to him weirdly by Yukiko. So it's just like, this is awkward.
It can also be like
he's
it could also be a welcoming present or a present given when like a deal is struck, like a very significant like deal is struck as well. So, but like the sort of embellished, like flowery interpretation is that you get it from a lady who she loves you, and vice versa. So
cool.
But you guys are led to the bathhouse. The bathhouse there's not a lot of water in here. The baths themselves are quite shallow, but it is a steam room. That is mostly what this place is a steam room. And you have it to yourselves. You guys relinquish your gear to servants.
I was going to say that, Seika specifically will hold on to his Tonto. He's going to clean it himself.
Okay. The servants, who are not used to material plane clothing, almost collapse when you just dump your armor and your weapons on them.
There you go. It's no fault.
Yeah. But they take them away to be cleaned, and you guys are left with silken towels and a steam room.
Greckles, as soon as everyone gets comfy, Greckles is actually going to approach Borky. Hey, big guy.
What can I do? Borky's stretching his back. Oh, you. Greckles.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm not here to be one to tell you how to live life or anything like that, but this meeting is incredibly important.
Oh, yeah. Borky just does a zip thing. Don't you worry. None's the word on that meeting. I'm gonna do what I need to do. It's big what I need to be.
I'll take you on that, because
Just yell at me to be big.
Listen, Borky, the way you handled yourself as we were slinking around, I'm actually really proud of you.
I'm not gonna lie, I had to resist my urges.
I know, and I know that those are some strong urges. At this point, I know that really well.
There was that guy running for the monkey, right? Like, I kind of wanted to grab him by the behind and go, look harder, and throw him off the edge. I'm glad I didn't do it in hindsight. You know?
I'm going to be honest with you, Borky. I'm nervous about meeting my father.
Well, yeah. I mean, you haven't met him before?
I didn't even know he existed.
Oh, you see, it's weird because me and my dad never got along well, right? So the idea of seeing my dad is actually one of those things that doesn't sound great. But hey, for what it's worth, even if it goes bad, at least you know.
I wouldn't know what even to say to him. What would you say to your father?
Well. Oh, hi. Oh, I would yell it probably from a distance. Well, Dad, look at who has the giant sword. Ooh! And my father was particular about his weapons. Now, what would I say to him? How would he even say to someone? You know, like, you're different from who I was. So you just introduce who you are now. Yeah?
That makes sense.
Somehow, right? Barky flicks water in his face.
Yeah. What about you, Panic?
I mean, trust me, I know exactly how you feel. I set out on this big adventure to find my mom. And, well, I found her. Heard a lot of rumors about her. Of course, they turned out to be true, but in different ways. Just...
I guess...
Be open-minded. You know, this is your blood.
I guess I'm more worried about him being disappointed in me. I haven't exactly lived a very honorable life.
Greco's your hero. He's gonna be so proud of you.
I rag on you. But I know you didn't steal the baby intentionally.
There's a flash as reality has now split in a fracture.
Meanwhile, at the Northlanders camp. Meanwhile, all the way back at the material plane in the Northlanders camp, the mother sneezes and looks suspiciously side to side and goes back to weaving.
back at the plane of air, one of the servants finds a punch bowl in his clothing.
I had the punch bowl.
What the hell is this?
I'm still trying to figure out what in the world I'm going to say to him. And more importantly...
Speaking from experience here, I just kept going through my head. What was the first thing I was going to say to my mom when I found her, and everything fell away when I saw her face. Just don't plan for anything. Just speak from the heart.
Task, how about you?
I didn't know any of my parents. I only had my sister. But if I was to meet someone who sired me that I've never met before, I'd gauge them like any other person. Find out who they are as a man, find out what they're about, and what are their feelings towards me. And just like with any other situation, if it goes south, then it goes south. But at least it's nice to know that the person who made me is still out there.
Yeah. Hey, Seika.
He has been, now that you look at him, almost suspiciously not paying attention. But when you call his name, he will turn towards you.
What's he like? Greco's dad. Sorry, Toby. Hey, what do you want to be called, by the way?
It's gonna sound stupid, and it may be difficult, but Tobikage is who I am. It is my actual identity. And I'm knowing little by little more and more about who I actually am. And that's... Looks over to Remy. That's something that I want to embrace. The real me.
Okay. Gonna have to change the plaques on your statue, Toby.
I know. And if it slips, it's fine. Trust me, there's a reason why I went with the monk ear of Grekel's Birdman for a long time. Yeah, remember that Arcana Loth?
Birdman.
But it worked. It stuck.
Fair enough.
You know, that reminds me. I owe all of you everything. I really mean that. And here you are now, jumping elemental planes to essentially fix the mess that I'm destined apparently to fix. I don't know how in the world to thank you all for that.
Ah. No need for thanks.
The journey's the thanks. I'm dimension hopping, for God's
I
sake.
got to eat a goddamn cloud.
How was that, by the way?
A very average. Really, the texture was all it had. It needed sauce. I don't think they have salt here. I have to leave.
Remy.
That is true. There was no salt here.
It would be from the
It would
earth
be of the
plane.
earth plane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remy.
Yes, Toby. You'll see him kind of smile at you.
How would you feel if you found your father?
You see him take a very deep inhale.
I would be elated. It would probably be the happiest day of my life. But I think my situation is very different from all of you. He hasn't been missing my entire life. I grew up with him. I felt his love and his warmth. I think panic gave you the best advice. Don't think about it. There's no way to prepare for something you've never encountered. You'll either hype yourself up to something that it could never be, or you'll create expectations that someone could never live up to. Just trust your instincts. And honestly, if for any reason he is not proud of the accomplishments of his son in this plane or any other, then he doesn't deserve your love or affection anyway.
Grekel's kind of tilts his head to think about it a little bit. Not completely convinced of that, but it's definitely a lot of chipping going into his brain that is real truth.
Something tells me that won't be the case, just based off of what we heard about him already. Sorry, I cut both myself and you off, Seika.
Seiko once again looks like he's caught off guard by you saying his name. You could tell he was kind of desperately hoping the conversation would continue and you would forget.
Nope.
Kurei, my son, come join us over here. You're a part of this.
Yes, of course, Denka. As to your question, though I have served Master Kai for some time, I would not dare to assume I know who he is as a being. I have always experienced my time with him as one filled with kindness and respect. Though, admittedly, I believe I am perhaps far closer to all of you than I ever was to him.
Roll an intelligence check for me, Seika.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Lore.
Not gonna be great. 14.
You've known Master Kai since you were a child. He's old. He's an older guy. He's always been, from your experiences, how do I describe this? He is not, you've never seen a cruel or mean, or you've never seen him raise his voice, ever. He's always had this sort of serene grace to him, in a way. Whenever he's present, the air becomes calmer. wherever he goes, peace seems to follow.
Would I know enough to be able to discern if that was just his outward demeanor that he wears for everyone, or was there anything particular about when I was there?
Roll another intelligence check for me, with advantage this time.
8.
You were... Master Kai was always there. He was almost like... Because, I mean, we never really talked about this when we made Sika. You've been at the monastery since you were quite young, as far as you remember, honestly. And you were trained by other Fire Ganassi. You were kind of raised as a group of kids, and nothing about it was cruel. Nothing about it was, you know... I'm going to sneeze. Good, Connor didn't stop me.
I remained perfectly silent.
Thank you. I was like, I literally looked at your voice thing, and I'm like, if that goes green, I'm gonna pull out my gun.
I'll take a sharp inhale, and my head will explode.
It was hard though. Like training was not, training was not easy for you. It would get hard. 100 push-ups a day sometimes. If you messed up, sometimes you'd have to, do extra training and that sort of thing. But that just kind of was part of the course. Mm-hmm. And it improved you, and you know that. Master Kai, when he spoke to you, there was always an air about him that was filled with wisdom, kindness, and attention. But you've heard rumors that he also has a bit of a mischievous streak. Under all that wisdom, sometimes his insight can be a little bit pokey. But in the best of ways.
Mm-hmm. Good-natured.
Good-natured, yeah. He'll never, kick you when you're down. But he will, he'll point out things and kind of chide you a little bit. But it's always playful, and it's always with kindness in mind. So he's not completely serious all the time. Like, he has moments of levity to him. Especially when it comes to others in high positions, I would say he's very judgmental. If there was any sort of flaw that he has, he does judge people very closely and carefully, and he seems kind of guarded. He's always been extremely guarded, and especially when it comes to powerful others, he's always been cautious, and he's always, had an escape plan for the most part, which is something about his character that is a little bit different. In terms of how he would react to Greckles, knowing that knowledge, that's for you to decide.
While this conversation has been happening, you guys will have noticed that rather than kind of taking on the usual inexpressive mask-like face that he usually wears, his features have kind of softened a little bit. As he's talking, it's clear that there's like a level of fondness there. But there's also just the clear evidence of, at least to Greckles, not wanting to necessarily divulge negative aspects of this person, but not in a way as if he's hiding something bad. It's more that the respect and admiration he has of Master Kai is kind of keeping him from wanting to paint a bad picture.
So all that then.
Though again, it would be rather forward to assume, but if I had to guess in confidence how he might react to meeting you, I believe it will be a positive experience for both of you. I know you speak ill of your past, but in the time that I have been here, I have seen nothing to earn any such disrespect.
Well, that does settle me. Quite a decent amount. Kirame-san, thank you for that.
Furthermore, all the people in this room are some of the closest in your life, are they not, Toby?
You all are my family. Alavest is my home. and I was taught and trained to defend both, earnestly and to my last breath.
Well, then I don't say this lightly, and I don't mean to speak on anyone's behalf, but I'm sure they'll agree with me. I am extraordinarily proud of the person you are and who you have become, and what you have overcome. And you should be too.
You'll see a tear just like kind of go down his bird cheek a
Hard to
little
tell
bit.
because the room is pretty steamy, but
Yeah. I'm not crying. Borky, salt.
Down here, man. Fucking nothing. Bork just like taking a piece of bread and just sliding up Panic's back for like any flavor.
Oh God.
Anything!
That's way worse than what I was suggesting. Good God.
Panic's clean back, sulfurate flavor. Come on, guys, it's not that bad.
So, as you guys bathe and redon your clothing, they cleaned up everything. Notably, your clothing has dulled in color just from natural exploration after the bullywug, the bog, the giant snow misadventures, the drow blood transfusion that went wrong, being on Rockback and sneaking and skulking around. Your clothing is now immaculate. Borky, your leather work is brightened and has been waxed and oiled, so it's all shiny now.
Excellent.
Greckles, your like cloak, your kind of straw cloak, has had the straw reattached to it. There's more that's been added in just to kind of, fill it up a bit more. Your hat has been fixed as well. Your actual like clothing garb seems to have been patched in places in just ways you can't notice.
Wow.
And whatnot, like a place where arrows have hit you, lightning strikes and cuts have come in. They've mended everything. Roll an Arcana check for me, actually, Greckles, as you're analyzing your clothing.
Oh boy, man, they got my favorite blood stain out.
18.
This is clearly done with magic. It was done with the mending spell.
Oh, very neat.
Task, your helmet is just completely fixed. The bone work on the helmet has been like completely cleaned, waxed as well. It looks really cool now. Your cowl around your neck has been stitched and cleaned. Parts of your leather have been adjusted. There's actually some like latches that actually were broken, like twisted just from wear and tear. Those have been replaced with like new latches made out of the cloud metal, just in various different spots. Everything's been completely mended. Panic, your black dragon jacket, every single scale is just gleaming as it moves. It's kind of like looks like it's you ever see like is it sequined, like sequined?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks every scale as it turns just glitters in the light and looks sequined and beautiful. It looks really, really cool. And every other part, like any holes or anything, have been patched up. Notably, they tried to they wanted to mend a bit, but they didn't want to make it too tight on you because it's already so tight on your body. So they only could do so much. Remy, your jacket has been completely fixed as well. The purple has just brightened up exponentially. And notably, they added in some more cushioning around the neck and shoulder and chest area just to help have the jacket sit a bit more comfortably. So they actually put some cushioning in between to make it a little bit more comfortable on the body overall and not like sweltering. The armor plates have been polished. The dents have been knocked out. They did fantastic work. Seika, your clothing has come back to you. Your clothing was always kind of clean, but you didn't notice how dirty it had gotten in the material plane with, dirt actually existing.
Right.
So that's all been but removed and is completely clean.
He becomes a germaphobe after this. He's just like, oh God, that's what happened.
This is like one of the few times I've played a character who isn't a germaphobe.
Goodness.
As you guys exit out of the bathhouse, you see Grand Tempestwaft standing there with Sonus. He seems to be regaling her with something, and she looks less than impressed. And he turns, he goes, "Oh, there you are. Come, let us go meet the Elder Tempest." And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh, thank you,
yeah.
boy. I got to pee so bad.
I do too. Monty, I did want to say something to the party in character when we come back. If that's
Yeah,
right.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I just want to take our break here before we get caught up.
Before we
'cause-
all explode.
Yeah, bladders explode.
Don't worry, I'll keep the chat company. Go do your shtick.
Oh, great. Gonna bully the YouTube
No,
channel.
it's the Bosco halftime
Guess
show.
what? Guess what? You can't yell at YouTube today because YouTube doesn't want me to upload episodes. Which, by the
I had
way, before I run off to grab more tea, I'd like to apologize for that. We're trying to get the episodes up as quickly as possible, but due to processing issues with YouTube, it's taking like days. Before it would take maybe 12 hours. Now it's taking like 36 to 40 hours, like 24 to 36 to 40 hours, depending if it even works at all. So for those of you who guys are kind of like the YouTube people, or if you know people who watch on YouTube, just let them know for now, but we'll try and get the episodes up as soon as possible. We're backlogged right now. We're a week behind just because of that, and it's a bit of a nightmare. So sorry about that, guys. We're working on it. Yeah. We have the VODs though. We keep the VODs up. So if you really, if people are really looking, we have the VODs here at least. So you can watch
All right,
them
bathroom
there.
time. Go, Monty.
Okay. I'm going to go get tea. I don't need
Do
tea.
it.
I have a strong bladder.
Hey, chat. How's it going? Welcome into the Bosco halftime report. It's the role play episode, the downtime episode. I always love these episodes. You really get to see a lot of character development, and boy, everybody's on their A game today, aren't they? Tell me about it.
Okay, I'm here.
Out here killing it. You killed it, by the way, Gaijin.
Dude, everyone killed it. That's kind of one.
I know. Well, you're the only one that's back, so I'm pointing you out in particular because I also know you're the most insecure about it. You did a really good job in those scenes.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, what's wrong? Doesn't Remy want to get married?
He does, but that is a very complicated situation, and it hit on a lot of buttons that this is now not the time to explore because we could do that all night.
Mm-hmm.
That was very cool that he ended up in that situation.
Yep.
Royal marriages are extremely complex, and he knows all about them. So the decision he made was very well informed.
Sorry, just so everyone knows, I do have the Greco special of seaweed and salt chips. We have a shirt of that, by the way. I think it's still available.
Hydro, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Appreciate that.
So, Bosco, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here, and I appreciate you asking, and I appreciate all of you guys being here.
Yeah. Anything big coming up that you can talk about?
Unfortunately, not. I don't have anything new and exciting to talk about. Everything's either under wraps or out already.
Also, don't worry. I haven't forgotten about the podcast. I've just had so many other things I had to wrestle with.
Believe me, I am not going to rush you. It's not like we put a deadline on when that has to be done by. Once you put that up, then people will be like, well, when's episode 2 coming out?
Yeah, I know. I'm worried about that.
So take your time. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. You've also got a secondary YouTube channel now, for goodness sake.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
That next video is going to be freaking 45 minutes long. But it's basically my life story, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, hang on one second. Apparently my mic's doing the weird thing. I'm going to do the Discord jump in and out trick.
You're good.
Give me 1 second.
How you doing, chat? How you liking this so far?
I mean, they're doing pretty good from what I can see. 300 bits from Defective Sheep. Title suggestion, A Breath of Fresh Air. So I had a title suggestion too. We got Magic Ninja with 100 and change bits. Glad I was able to at least catch the Unexpectables this week because I don't know if I will be able to catch the Shadows We Cast due to me being busy with a whole bunch of 10th anniversary celebrations going on.
That's fine.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate that. Yeah, I've noticed the numbers are a little bit higher this week, so I'm hoping that there's a lot of people who over the holidays are catching up on stuff.
I'm back.
Absolutely.
Papusa Monkey with 100 bits. The Bears were unfortunately eliminated, so Bosco's Sundays have been thrown into disarray. Not really Papusa. I wasn't really expecting them to beat the Saints. I was hoping, but my Sundays are now free, and I have them available. We got Resmu with 250 bits. Here's 250 bits to purchase the voice pack of everyone's favorite, Lua of Voodoo, to make a guest appearance in the halftime show. Oh, boy. The Urson Master with 1,300 bits. This has been the best birthday. Thanks to you guys. I actually heard from Smiles. I was tearing up thanks to you guys. Happy 21st to me. Happy birthday. Absolutely.
Yeah, happy birthday.
A Wild Pipe, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Woo, indeed. Welcome back, Mark. The Browns take on the Chiefs Sunday. Well, it was a good run, Zaku. You had a good run. You had a good run. Mexican Skydiver with 500 bits. Thanks for the best D&D podcast ever. Thanks, Zito, for the Hanu race. Thanks, Monty, Bosco, and Connor for DMing. I'll use your example for my Fallout D&D one shot for my first time DMing. Actually, Mexican Skydiver, if you're interested in Fallout, Connor McKinley actually ran episode 1 of a... Huh? Lucas whispered at me. Anyway, Connor McKinley just ran episode 1 of his new Fallout campaign this past Saturday. We are on a bi-weekly schedule, so this coming Saturday on twitch.tv/The Unexpectables, we're jumping back to the Prince Division. But if you are interested in Fallout, as you mentioned, you might be DMing it, and you want to check something out, the first episode of that Fallout campaign aired last Saturday. There will be another one in about a week and a half. So every other weekend, it will be Fallout on Saturdays at 7 o'clock PST. You should check it out. It's Connor DMing. It's got Hey Mr. Rabbit, Caitlin, Sarah Williams, Caitlin is Booze McBelrog on Twitter. You guys have probably seen her streams. Lanny Pator is in it. It's a good group of guys. It's a very good group of guys. And gals. 2 ladies in the same D&D campaign? That's craziness. Elated Megalodon with 500 bits. Greckles, in quotation marks, we need to maintain the element du surprise. You son of a snitch, and no one even noticed. Origins Fury, Remekage is the one true pairing. One of the episode titles I wanted to put here is the one true Tobekage, like the one true Hokage.
That's good.
It's a Naruto reference.
I still love on our TV tropes. There's the assumption that Greckles has made a pass at Remy. He has not.
He has never made a pass at Remy.
But
that hasn't been explored since that very first episode, because it just hasn't, or that not the last episode of the first run that I had. That was the last time it was even broached.
Yep.
TXDXL, and there's a lot of people who are like, I've been waiting for 100 episodes to get resolution. I'm like, sorry, that's long form storytelling. TXDXL with 100 bits. This RP session really, really hit on an emotional level for me personally. Bosco, your response to Greckles really hit home. It felt like I was listening to my dad, whom I lost 4 years ago, which is something I've sorely missed. Thank you all so much for everything you do, and remember that you all make an impact. Honestly, dude, like, who doesn't want to be validated? Like, let's just be real. That's something that everybody desires on some level, and to just have somebody that's close to you say, hey, I recognize all the hard work that you put in, and I respect it, and I'm proud of you. Yeah, I completely get where that rings home. So I'm really glad that resonated. And my condolences on your loss, but, you know, every day a little bit better, hopefully. Dread Hunter with 1,000 bits. Congrats on the first episode of Gateway. That would be the Fallout campaign, for those of you who are curious. Now all we need is a cameo of Black Power armor-clad Brotherhood of Steel Paladin and his trusty iBot companion Edna. Oh boy,
bro! Fucking they're such, the Brotherhood of Steel is such assholes.
I mean, maybe in your gameplay,
maybe man themselves with a bad guy.
Yeah,
Magic Ninja with a couple of bits saying Herd Rabbit. Yeah, Rabbit's in Gateway. So again, it's Hey Mr. Rabbit, Caitlin Muncie, who is Boobs McBelrog on Twitch, Lenny Pator, and Sarah Ann Williams, who's also in the Prince Division. Those are the 4 players with Connor DMing every other Saturday at 7 o'clock PST on this channel. So yeah, if you like Fallout, check it out. It's really cool. The layout was phenomenal. It was just really well put together. And Connor's a great DM.
Connor's overlay was like really good. Holy
Plus,
crap.
Monty sang the theme song for it.
I did. By the way, that's coming out on Friday. Lewis is going to actually be releasing that as a free download. I think it's going to be on YouTube, and I asked if he could put it on Spotify too. I don't know if he will, but
Monty is going to be on your Spotify's, guys.
The only ask that I had was just not to charge for it, so you guys can just get it.
All Run Eclipse with 2,000 bits. The Potato Dog and I enjoyed the show. Might miss the second half because adulting responsibilities, sleep, work in the morning. All that crap was great laughs tonight. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for being responsible. We appreciate it.
There's always VODs, my dude.
Yep.
Yes, there is.
Let's see, scrolling down. I caught everybody. Thank you for plugging Sarah Citric, even though she doesn't do Twitch. Eventually, we'll get her on here.
Hey, Monty, I'm starting to do a full tally of what my roster is for orcs.
What?
Trying to do a full tally. Of
what for Warhammer. I was just like,
what's
in the
your
game?
Points,
like,
what's
you
your
have...
point set?
I got to do a full tally because I also got to factor in what was given to me. Because here's the thing, Zito, it was the best. 4 years ago when I was down in Texas, I decided to buy Warhammer, like $150 worth of it, off of eBay.
So you got like 3 figures?
No, I forgot what I ordered. I forgot. I got some guy threw his army on there, and I forgot I got a haul.
Came from
So-
Europe too, which is pretty
Yeah,
far.
it was from Europe as well. So here's the thing: I got 4 trucks.
Jesus.
Yo, 4 trucks.
He got like stomper bits too, like from clearly from
It's
a
not the
Stomper
full
pack.
Stompa, but they threw half a Stompa in there.
What? For
Yeah.
$150?
Fuck me. No,
It's a steal. It's a
It was
steal.
a steal. It had I had to buy all the mortars, all the orc bikes separately. That was a separate deal. I could find a bike for like $5 with $5 shipping. I'm like $10 a bike. That's not bad.
That's awesome.
That's not a bad deal. So I was just doing that, and not only that, they also threw in like these giant bit bags, orc bit bags.
Yeah, he's just got bags of little pieces.
So
About that.
I can't give you a full tally, but all I know is I got a weird boy.
Oh boy.
And I will admit I have ordered a used Death Dread. So there we go. That's all I got.
So we're
Okay.
thinking 3
I ate
foul,
like 3
4
bites
foul.
with-
2.
Isn't this a 2? It's got to be a 2,000 point army. He's got a lot of infantry. He doesn't have a lot of like. He does have trucks, but he doesn't have a whole lot of like.
Pretty
really
much
big
what I
things.
did was I got the bare bones of a big orc army, like the clear bare bones. Because here's the thing: whatever I get next, there'll just be like an extra 5 to 10 boys thrown in with everything.
That's
you never
fair.
have for orc players. The rule is you can never have enough boys.
Mhm.
You can never have enough.
Oh my god, I have so much coming in the mail right now, and like I have stuff coming from you too. You're sending me blood crushers, and
I shit you not. I think those got sent back.
did they? I got my order from Games Workshop. I'm just waiting on my Forge World stuff.
They asked for shit. They asked for me to call them back on the day of my VTuber debut, and I forgot to get back to them. So I think they sent it back, so I have to reorder it.
Oh, okay, that's weird, but okay.
Oh, I completely forgot. You know how it would be.
Oh my god, I have a pile of shame behind me. I don't even want to turn around and look, but
yeah, you do.
I literally have. I built my scouts. I have an entire box of the Get Started Space Marines. I have Vulcan Heastan behind me. I also have. I got a pack of Melta-Guns too, just to change my normal boys into like Melta wielding Space Marine guys. And then I have Vulcan coming in the mail and transfers, so you know it's fine. I'm gonna open a fortune cookie. I bought food and something about like American Chinese food. Something about American Chinese food. Just you take 2 bites and you're just already like, ugh.
Talk about how much I actually just added to the narrative of my Mechanicus now. Like I'm making them Stitches. I'm making them Stitches 6, or Stitches 7. They're the fucking like they're the ones that got close to chaos and everyone thinks they're fucking crazy.
Oh
My fortune cookie says the current year will bring you much happiness. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I love
you got a
current
real
year.
fortune in your fortune cookie?
Mm-hmm.
I always get
just get
stuff like you are surrounded by people who love you, and I'm like, great,
Yeah.
thanks.
It's not really a fortune. It's just like advice or something.
Yeah.
Mine usually says, "Wake up, it's a simulation." Shit like that.
Invest in Apple. Ah.
Yeah, and then the lottery numbers on
Stupid
the back
fortune.
really ruin the fortune for me.
No, those aren't. Well, those are lucky numbers.
Yeah, no, they never work.
Hey,
I know.
19. Hey, 28. That's Connor. That's your age. Your age is my lucky
It's true.
number.
I am that
30,
number.
32, 38, and 40.
32 is my age.
I'm
That's
getting
old,
close.
I will be.
I'm getting close to 38.
There you go.
Everyone here is younger than me, and it makes me sad.
All right, you guys good to keep going?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, let me change the ambience here.
Oh boy.
Can I do my thing?
Yeah, absolutely. You begin to walk with Grand Tempest waft through the halls of the temple, the Tempest Temple.
I would like to import upon everyone here the nature of what we are about to experience. I'm sure the Grand Tempest will happily corroborate this information, but I expect, as it is in the Fire Plains, most of the denizens of this world do not have the fortune of being granted an audience with the Elder Tempest. I, in my time in your material plane, have heard mention of gods from various cultures, and I believe it would be best to equate this experience with the meeting of one of them.
We've met God. We know that risk.
Seika
This is news to
Tobikage
Seika.
nods.
Yeah.
Tobikage nods.
Remy is going to turn to Seika and just shake his head.
It is best just to trust them.
Yes, of course.
Trust that that's me agreeing with you.
Right. He kind of quiets down and like it starts immediately getting lost in his thoughts. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Go.
Literally, like yesterday, I just brought somebody back from the dead, and I met one.
The Harvest Man isn't a god. The Harvest Man is a spirit. Like a not
Celest-
spirit. They're a celestial. Yeah.
Yeah, celestial.
He's still a pretty big fucking deal.
But Seika doesn't know that.
It was kind of like that. It's kind of like that. He said to me, what makes you think this soul is worth bringing back? And I said, because he didn't deserve to die. And he's like, fair enough. And I brought him back.
Please.
Seika's just like completely flabbergasted.
I'm trying to think here, and I'm just like listening off. I'm like, still Havity,
Yeah.
The heart.
Fly,
Just imagine the Harvest Festival.
Orin,
kind of.
Oriara, Omnima. Like I'm like, man, you guys have had a great track record. Only one of them has wanted you dead so far.
Solar, you know.
Only one
Solar
we
is a
know so
celestial.
far.
That's fair.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys step down the hallways to that tower that's placed in the corner, the most southeastern corner of this temple. The door itself has no handles to it. It is made out of this cloud stone that most of the temple is made out of. Go ahead, anyone who wants to. I say anyone who's trained in Arcana. If you are not trained in Arcana, do not make this roll. Roll a investigation check for me if you are trained in Arcana.
Absent-mindedly, Panic leans over and says, "You know, my great-great-great-grandfather is a fallen celestial."
What?
Nuts, right?
We're just over here having an entirely existential crisis.
I look over at Pat. I look over at Pat. And I go, should I tell him my
Supposed to be an
ancestry?
investigation roll.
Natural 20 to the tune of 30.
Supposed to be an
It
investigation.
was supposed to
roll.
be an investigation roll.
Oh, I thought you said Arcana.
You said Arcana.
No, you
If you're
had to
trained in
know
Arcana.
Arcana to do the
Oh.
investigation.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was confused. Okay, let's roll this intelligence check.
I will consider the natural 20 and be merciful later. All right. Okay, 16. As you look at this door, it is definitely a magical door. Notably, as Grand Tempest Wolf moves forward, you watch as he pulls out from one of his egregiously large sleeves a talisman, similar to the one that you used on the Oni, but this one is definitely completely different in form. Notably, though, Panic, as you look at it, it is similar to the ones that Divinos was attempting to create. Clearly, this is the key to this door, this very sacred and very important door. I'll say with the natural 20, it clicks in your mind that had Divinos been successful in creating a key to this door, Kokyu probably could have gained access and potentially could have reached the Elder Tempest, which
That
probably
would have been bad.
Yeah, one would think.
That's
Probably because it was all going to shit.
He didn't want us to get it.
bingo.
In the words of Andros, if I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Not on your watch.
I love how Mom knows who Fox McCloud is out of all the Nintendo characters. Sorry, that's an aside, but I just
Monty, you want to know why Mom knows who Fox McCloud is? Because he's a
Thunderbird?
goddamn smoke show.
okay.
why.
Well, all right. Anyway, you watch as Grand Tempest Wolf, who at this has been just he's got a sense of nobility to him, but he's a bit of a whiny brat. You see as he actually becomes quite serious and begins to perform what looks like some sort of like spell-like somatic ritual. As he places the talisman onto the door, he almost mutters in this sort of like beautiful, enchanted sort of speaking. I think only Seika, you know Primordial, correct?
I believe so.
Okay, and I think
yes.
I'll say Greckles, do you know Orin? So you would have a similar sort of experience here.
So does Remy.
You do. This is ancient Orin, so it's a bit different. It's primordial based Orin.
That's right. I got my thesaurus in my brain.
So Greckles and Remy, you get a sort of a gist of what he's saying. A lot of
Keywords.
it is, like spirit as a whole, sort of like he's basically explaining like we are one, I am you who cast upon the sky to me, I who stand upon the sky, who hover in its grace. Like it's very much prayer-like. Seika, this is very standard. You've seen this happen before in the elemental plane of fire to access the chamber of the phoenix. A similar performance tends to be done, but usually it's done by more people. But Master Kaya can also do this sort of performance by himself, which makes you realize how sort of substantial Waft is as he's performing this very detailed, very delicate, and very beautiful performance to open this door. After the performance is done, it takes about 10 minutes. It takes a really long time. You watch as the door before you just fades into air. Like the stone doesn't move away. The stone doesn't rise up or disappear or fold open. It just slowly dissolves into air and disappears. And inside of the chamber, it's completely empty. It is the cylindrical tower with nothing inside. And Grand Tempest Waft walks inside and goes, if you would mind joining me, please. Don't dawdle.
Go on in.
Okay.
Calmly make my way in.
You guys all stand inside of the tower, which almost sits like an empty grain silo. Your voices all echo up towards the chamber. Notably, you see that there is no roof to this chamber. And who's the last person who wants to get on?
Me.
I was gonna say, mate, I haven't got on yet.
The moment Task, your tail leaves the outside, the entire bottom section where you're all standing just jettisons at Mach speed into the air. I want everyone who wants to either make a strength saving throw or I'm gonna say dexterity saving throw of their choice.
Saving throw, please. I have a 9 in that.
26.
12.
I have a 9, but I somehow rolled a fucking 11.
Okay.
26.
Once again,
right.
as is common, my highest save, I rolled a 10.
Oh my god.
Greckles, Borky, and Remy, you guys immediately are whoa, you are able to react very quickly. It makes sense for Borky too. You would have had advantage for this. Task, Panic, and Seika, not expecting the sudden and force. You ever seen cartoons where people just go flat to the ground when something really fast goes up? In one frame of animation, the three of you are just on the ground as this thing just jettisons up.
I'm making the face that a gecko would make the moment you pick it up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love it. It's good.
As you guys are jettisoned up, it just suddenly stops as well. Task, Panic, and Seika, you guys go about probably a foot in the air before landing back on your stomachs. And you are probably up quite high. As you look down, you see the temple itself, and it is just a speck in your vision down below. You just barely see it kind of weaving in and through the clouds.
Thank God I don't no longer have a fear of heights.
Your chest hurts. But you are otherwise okay. 1 second, I just gotta grab something.
Don't look down, don't look down.
Yeah, it's terrifying. You see in the clouds thunder. Pockets of it, of darkened hue, sprouting out from the sky. And you watch as Grand Tempest Waft steps back and turns to all of you and goes, well, go on.
Greckles will, as calm as possible, try to step forth, gesturing Seika to follow. And as soon, he's going to try and take point on this. And then as soon as he's appropriately far up enough, down to the knees, pointed in fingers, head bowed almost to the floor.
Okay. You feel something hit your face. As you reach up and touch it, it's water. It's rain.
What the?
You just begin to watch as a gentle rain rolls in. Roll a perception check for me, everybody.
Here I go.
9. Well, I'm on the ground.
22.
It's a
Hey.
12 for Seika.
Natural 1.
It's a 25 for Remy.
One day I'll pass a check.
Borky hasn't woken up yet, actually.
Let me know if it's too loud.
No, it's awesome.
Yeah, feeling it.
Panic and Remy. In the swirling clouds above, you see feathers. You see a wing. And then another wing. And another wing.
Oh, God.
You see at least 10 individual wings. This flowing breeze kind of hits all of you, and your hearts are in your stomachs right now as you feel as if you're going to be knocked off of this very small platform. Prince Waft doesn't care. He's totally fine about this. Imagine for me the airship, the pirate airship you were on once, and how massive it was, the size of a massive longship vessel, but in the sky. Now imagine two side by side, and that runs 20 airships long. That is the length of the serpent-like worm that curls through the clouds and makes its way towards you. Thunder and lightning crackling through the core of its long serpentine body, a head of cloud-like feathers that embellish its face, eyes of lightning, a mouth of raw ozone. Its head bulks down to you, the size of two great long ships, eyes bigger than lakes that look upon you, Greckles bowed down.
I am gonna whisper to Toby, Greckles, look up.
Greckles will very, very slowly look up. And as calmly as possible, given this absolute splendor of just pure element. Elder Tempest, I am Tobikage, son of Grandmaster Kai, heir to the Phoenix Temple.
The head slowly moves. Rushes of wind cast through you, kicking up your coats and your cloaks, the tassels on your weapons. Tasker ears are flapping in this wind.
This is particularly disturbing.
Strong wind. You watch now as the body of the Elder Tempest coils around all of you, encircling the small platform. The head still in place, but you see the wings flapping through the air.
It just constant staring.
Just looking at you, yeah.
Forgive us the intrusion, but we seek your wisdom and counsel. There is a vast task ahead of us. The removal of one Oni here in this realm is but a small piece of this quest. There are incursions amongst all the elemental planes. The worst being at the home of my father.
Borky, Panic, you look down and you see now as the Elder Tempest uncoils and begins to fly away. The face turns away from you, Greckles, and it begins to ascend back up into the clouds. For a moment, you feel pained, ignored. You see Grand Tempest Wath go, "You may wish to brace yourself."
Bracing away.
Borky just grabs Task's head with one hand. I'm just like, all right, I know what this is.
You watch now as barreling towards you, picking up momentum, charging straight at you. The Elder Tempest, with its mouth wide open, reaches you. Is there anything anyone wants to do?
Scream.
Okay.
Hold on tight.
Homer Simpson screech.
Can't see. There's a giant green fist covering my eyes.
As the smell of burnt ozone and fresh morning rain hits your senses, you are swallowed up by swirling clouds. The platform beyond your feet disappears, and all of you are standing in a clouded chamber.
Oh, this is weird.
Lightning crackling all around you. And you see something. You see clouds making illusions. Greckles, you see a swirling water-like twist of cloud sucked into the facsimile of a bottle that is then corked.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said it's uncorked?
You watch as a illusion of like a cloud. Like it's cloud. Everything in here is made of cloud.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cloud that's kind of taken on a sort of swirling water-like consistency, is put into a bottle, and the bottle is corked.
Oh.
You hear as the thunder rumbles, almost like a growl.
Greckles will slowly approach the bottle.
The bottle vanishes. And you hear around you, boom, boom, like a heartbeat. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And you begin, all of you, to watch as melting out of the cloud are spiders that just begin to slowly crawl all around you.
Oh.
Borky with a closed mouth scream.
Are these spiders of unnatural size?
They're huge. Yes, they're absolutely ungodly giant. Yeah, they're huge.
As a person of the Underdark, Task will also close mouth scream with you, Borky.
Kind of sensing the no pun intended, sensing the panic behind him. Seika will very gently hold up a hand towards the rest of the party, just palm forward. He's doing his best to maintain an air of calm, but sort of trying to indicate, like, hold on, don't do anything.
Yep. Panic is just clutching catharsis and just.
Wait, Mark, did you say don't do anything? I'd like to knock an arrow.
I will fucking leave right fucking now. Not again.
You watch as you are surrounded by these spiders. You see coming out of one end of the cloud-like figure of a larger humanoid, maybe about the size of Borky, running through and immediately being pounced on and murdered by these spiders instantly. Their forms shattering into cloud, and the rest of the forms disappearing as well. The thunder roars again around you. You hear the sound of bird wings. And then from above you come falling are chains made of cloud that just begin. You ever see just like a spool of chain just let loose and just the chain just runs down like a stream?
Yes.
You begin to watch as this cloud-like chain just begins to flood this room that you are standing in, just filling and filling and filling and filling, surrounding all of you, crushing you and surrounding you. You feel a weight around your chest as you all wince your eyes shut, and you're back on the platform with the Elder Tempest looking at you. These are omens.
So, to recap, we saw a bottle full of clouds getting corked.
It looked to be it was
Right.
imitating water specifically.
Right.
So it
Water
was
getting
water being corked. Yeah.
in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
We saw spiders and a man being killed by these spiders.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saw chains.
Mm-hmm.
Heard bird wings, and then chains just filled everything.
You watch now, staring at you, all of you. I mean, this thing is huge. It's absolutely, like, unfathomably large right now in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
You hear this sort of gentle, almost whale-like moan as it turns and flies up back into the clouds. The rain gently ceasing as the Elder Tempest disappears.
Greckles will just kind of stare up as the Elder Tempest just slowly moves away into a speck, just still unmoving from that spot looking.
I've
I'm
never
about to
felt I've never felt that small in a long time.
I was
Toby.
I'm gonna say something in Draconic real quick, just like task muttering. Femsinacier.
It's scary.
Toby, why does everything we meet want to eat you?
He doesn't respond for a while. He just kind of shakes his head. Did you all see that too?
The giant
Yeah.
snake eat us? Yes.
No, beyond that.
You saw the visions. Everyone saw that. You were all like in a room together when you all
Okay,
witnessed that.
okay.
Yeah.
If you're referring to the bottle and the chains and the spiders, then yes.
It's a lot to take in.
Some sort of premonition.
An omen, something.
Ah, perhaps I should have informed you that the Elder Tempest doesn't actually talk. Oops.
Slow turn.
Hey, fuck. I'm gonna give this guy a fucking swirly.
But there's no toilets. There's no water.
We're just go fine. We'll just
Has
throw him off the
Greckle
edge.
said anything, or is he just still staring?
I mean, he's just kind of in disbelief in everything.
You all right, Toby?
Yeah. Wow. I don't even know what to make of all that. Water corked. Massive spiders, a single person standing up to him and dying. And then those chains. Kuriyami-san,
Yes.
did any of that seem familiar based on the experience of what you saw when the elemental plane of fire was overtaken?
Monty?
I mean, you left before it really got overtaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Monty.
Can I?
Hi.
Oh, go ahead, Seiko.
Sorry. Is it possible to do a either history or nature check though on the spiders? Would I know of any place where such creatures could exist?
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, what were the make of the spiders?
Roll an Arcana check.
What brand of spiders
Can
are we
any of us
dealing
do
with?
this?
Yeah.
Only
Spider
Seika.
light.
In fact,
Okay.
only Seika could even make this check.
Can I
Diet.
do a religion check?
No, this would be an
Okay.
Arcana check. Sorry.
Diet
Cool.
diet spider.
Diet spider.
16.
Hold on a second. I gotta grab something real fast.
Yay!
That is like all of the skills I've needed to roll are things I just don't have.
Ladies and
any
gentlemen, when you're
points
looking
in.
to pick up spiders, we'd like to remind everybody that the Unexpectables is not brought to you in part by Lowe's. But why?
They shut down here. Don't promote a store that doesn't exist.
They exist here.
Not.
Half of my booth was built from stuff from Lowe's.
What do you roll? A 16?
16.
Well, they definitely are not a natural size. It's a question of whether or not your character would know this. Because you did roll well enough to know, but I just wonder how your character would know this.
I'm kind of scared as the player.
Hearsay.
SOTSs.
Hearsay or any of the legends I might have studied in training to do my job.
There have been legends of giant spiders. Whether they be demons or what have you in, the more embellished tales and stories. You have heard tales of giant spiders in the elemental plane of Earth before, though. That is said to be where spiders were born from. But that's all you know.
The most I may be able to offer is that I recall legends from the plane of Earth that speak of spiders of unusual size. They are said to have been born of such a place.
Well, I mean, it's when we went to the Underdark, right? That's when we met all the spiders, and some tops of them was elves.
Well, they were under the earth, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Perhaps each of these visions are associated with the planes, the bottle of water, and the spiders.
And the chains for fire.
That's what I was wondering about, specifically the chains.
Chains can't be forged without it.
Unfortunately, I made my escape before I could see what had transpired in the plane of fire. I cannot speak to what state it will be in or how it may have fallen.
Whatever the case may be, I feel like we were just given insight on what will be in front of us very soon.
We heard bird wings flapping as well. That might be in relation to the elemental plane of air and how it's free.
All right. Borky just kind of looks over at Greckles.
Maybe him. Bird's wings flapping. Maybe it's a metaphor.
Maybe, but Kenku can't fly.
That's why I said a metaphor.
Well, either way, we have our vision. It looks like it's going to be a continuously hard battle.
We just killed an Oni. A couple of spiders probably won't be anything.
Doing. You say that now, and yet.
What's the
I look at Remy and I bite my lips at the thought of spiders, and I'm just like, I'm trying to be optimistic. Crucify me.
Hey guys, I'm gonna put my face in this egg over here.
Well, Grandmaster Waft.
Yes?
Do you know if... Well, maybe you would. I don't know. Do you know... Have you heard of any legend of the other Oni being sealed in a similar way as Kokyu was sealed?
Yes, they were all sealed exactly the same way. Kind of. The mask thing is a bit of a symbol thing, but in general, all of their spirits were sealed in objects, which were then handed over to the material plane to be sealed further by our most beautiful and elegant primordial gods. It was a group effort, rare, like you pointed out during food time, but necessary for such things.
Monty, how did Exos give me a stack of those talismans, or was it just like one?
It was one that worked. Yeah, I gave you the one that worked.
Would it be possible then, before... Oh, jeez.
Sorry. Excuse you.
Before we leave, if it would be possible, could we obtain a few more of those talismans.
Oh, those
Get the
won't work for you. They only work for air elementals.
Ah, that's gonna complicate things.
Like I said, it was a group effort, and
Right.
Well, that's not to
Such
say that the
talismans-
others.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
It's not to say that others aren't working on their own versions of these talismans in the other planes.
I don't even know if all of them were sealed with talismans. That's just how we sealed ours.
Well, then
And these things we
working on
killed?
similar methods.
I couldn't even imagine those Earth Ganassi working on actual thought and thinking with their brains so full of pebbles and sand.
Ha 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 ha.
Well,
Wow.
For the sake of all the elements, we should hope.
Earthist.
I suppose.
God.
Mm.
Either way, Grandmaster Waft, we all greatly appreciate what you've given us.
Oh, and I appreciate you saving my people and my temple and me out of prison. Oh, and my most beautiful fiance. I'm still going for that, trust me.
No, we do.
The
Best
fuck
of
up.
luck with that, your grid.
Yeah,
Oh.
high five, Remy.
You watch as he flips his hair, completely oblivious to the bite in your voice, and goes, "Why, thank you. I don't really need luck, though. I just look at me."
Of course.
You're right.
Oh.
I am looking. There's not enough of it.
See, this is where like all of a sudden it's just Sean just Borky with no energy, just shoving him off the edge of this platform. I just wondering, we say he tripped.
In the meantime, I'm surprised the Elder Tempest didn't send you to where you need to go next. Generally speaking, it must mean that you're okay to move forward.
I believe we are.
We have a
Wait, what do you
means to
mean? What do you
so.
mean by that?
What? What do you mean by what I mean by that?
The elder Tempest can send us where we need to go next. What?
Well, if they think they need to. We've had stragglers show up before from other elemental planes, and how do you think they get home?
Then our next question is, where do we want to go next?
We only really have one option from here. One safe option.
Safe
Do we?
may perhaps be an overstatement.
True, but we'll have more of an idea of what's going on there than if we went elsewhere. We know that the elemental plane of fire has been completely taken over, and unless I miss my guess, in understanding, the elemental plane of earth was also pretty hit really hard.
You watch as Waft just kind of scoffs and rolls his eyes.
Yet the elemental plane of water may be in better shape.
They are a bit more better company, in my opinion. Plus, Queen Azone is, she is amazing.
Can I insight that?
Yeah,
Sure.
fight the fuck out of that.
Sure, absolutely, go for it.
Double 22.
12.
Okay. Oh God, he's an idiot. Greckles and Task. You get the sense he actually does admire her, not as like a "ooh, I want to kissy kissy love whatever," but as like she's actually someone of reason and like substantial strength and substantial understanding. So,
Will she be accommodating to our situation?
if you're there to help her people, then yes, absolutely.
We must, of course, assume they are at least aware of what is going on, although that was not the case here.
Well, you mean the air Oni is the stealthiest from the legends, is what I've heard. So,
Do
The
hobgoblins
stealthiest.
breathe underwater?
What did you ask?
I said hobgoblins breathe underwater. Tass doesn't know.
We've seen stranger things happen.
We're going around the twist.
But Grandmaster Waft, there is one other thing that you could do that might help us.
very well. What would you like?
A letter. a letter of recognition to Queen. I'm sorry, what was her name? Like
Azone.
Azone. Okay.
Queen Azone, yeah.
It's like ozone with an accent mark.
Yeah.
Like an umlaut.
No, not an umlaut.
Umlaut.
I thought you said
Penis
umlaut.
That would be like ozone.
Something something that we could present to Queen Ozone to hopefully stifle any miscommunications about our intent.
Yeah, I could muster up something rather quickly.
That would-
The only downside with the elemental plane of water is that things tend to leach.
Leech.
Well, you know, ink and whatnot doesn't really work there.
Don't worry,
Perhaps
we
you
have
might
we
be
have
able
his
to-
portable hole.
You have a what?
have
I
a
look over at
portable hole.
Panic.
Oh God.
Behold, my hole.
Panic
more
casually
likely that
rips
you
a hole in the space-time continuum.
I was wondering where you put all that silk. I could get a talisman crest done, perhaps. That
Just-
would work.
Just something that we could present to her to let her know that we are on her side and
Oh!
for her
He
people.
claps his hands together. I actually have a brilliant idea of what you could take. It's kind of useless to us. I'm surprised we didn't just give it to you. Come, and you watch as he flexes a hand down, and the elevator just starts jet down again.
Like Task isn't
gets
there,
left.
but-
Yeah, Panic gets left behind. It's just falling.
He takes you in and he gives you a trident.
What?
Yeah, it's a trident. It's a very nice gold and silver trident. It's probably it's completely unusable for you, Task. It's way too big.
Right.
But it is a nice silver and gold trident that bears a seal on it. This was given to us as thanks for providing in cases of, as you mentioned, issue. Bring this to them and they'll know it's from the elemental plane of air.
This will be most useful. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Monty, what did you say the seal was?
The seal appears to be kind of like a crest that kind of follows the Tempest Keep sort of sign. It was probably made by a water ganassi, probably to be given as a gift, like a sign of peace or what have you.
Okay.
It was given against enemies of the common Frostfell. It's a place where our realms merge, but it's quite a fair distance away, and I think you'd have faster means to get to the water plane.
This is true.
Hmm.
I think that's everything we might need.
Above game, monks are capable of using pole arms, correct?
Tridents are a specialty weapon, I believe.
Okay, I was curious because I thought trident is not martial.
No. Tridents, I think, are one of two items like nets, or is it lances I'm thinking of? I'm trying to remember
That's
here.
right.
Dude,
don't
worry, Lances have the special.
Trident does have the special weapons. Oh yeah, it is lance. So I'm actually stupid.
Guys, I'll use it. It's fine.
One of the things about tridents is that they don't take any penalties to be used underwater. Is like their whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
They're also throwable and they're
And
versatile.
versatile.
It doesn't say anything. It says martial, and trident.
Yeah, martial trident.
Range 2060.
Range,
Yeah.
thrown, versatile.
So, whoever wants a trident.
If anyone can run martial weapons, then yeah.
Oh, dude, I tried it, man.
Okay, stop.
I mean, the only thing that I would honestly care about is that if I could be the one to present it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm the only one that can use it, but I don't know if that's going to be it. Oh, worthwhile taking.
If it's all the same, I'll just carry it on my person.
Absolutely, dude, go for it.
So
if you need me to wield it, I can throw it my way.
Dude, just
it's
throw.
I would imagine it's kept looking nice, but not necessarily battle ready.
Oh, it's battle ready. It looks like
Is
it can
it?
be used for battle. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Battle
I mean,
Fuck me
here's the thing.
John, always ready for battle.
Here's the thing. Things like silver and this sort of thing, you don't use that just to show it off. You use it for function too, because it's a
Right.
very rare thing to have. So,
Oh, you can also use it for decoration.
I'm going to
Bosco,
kill
I'm
you.
gonna kick your ass.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Here we go.
Got very heated
Tell us
there.
how you really feel.
I'm sorry. I got a little mad. All
I
right.
think it was warranted.
All right.
If you're going to hop into the elemental plane of water, may I make a recommendation as to where to do it?
Please do.
The bathhouse, please.
Oh, does the
Hey.
process sort of? I see. You know,
You remember when you opened the plane to the elemental plane of air, a bunch of air rushed in, so...
That raises some questions about other planes, but we'll cross those bridges.
Step into the
door to the
furnace,
plane of
forehead.
Earth and rocks fall and everyone dies.
Holy fuck! Just blasted by fire.
What? It's like opening a fort. Like, you know, you see people do glass blowing. It's like just opening that up in the front. And you just walk inside.
Just get obliterated by a huge wall of fire.
All right, someone cast fireball and be very quick with the door.
As you guys gather your things and make your way to the bathhouse, you are met with Prince Waft. Halo is there. Behind with another guard. The Sonus is there, Exelos and Divinos are there as well. And Sonus walks up to you and goes, "Again, thank you so much for everything you've done for us."
It was our duty.
I will train in my magics hard, and I will attempt to send you a letter if possible.
Hopefully Divinos will be able to help you with that.
Divinos just nods sagely. Panic Grimtongue.
That's
yes?
me.
I do not know what you did, but thank you for returning my life to me.
I couldn't just leave you there.
Exelos stands forward and turns to you, Borky. And thank you again for saving my life. If you change your mind, you watch as Sonus just looks deadpan. Is like, "Father." He kind of puts a hand up and goes, "If you change your mind, I am still willing to reward you in some way."
Well, I tell you what, if you got any other your other royalties like daughters and stuff and those okays living in the material planes, we can go for coffee.
Coffee.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yes.
hot bean juice.
Beans.
Beans.
Yes. He steps back.
I mean, my man's about to open a cheesery.
Cheese.
Prince Waft steps forward to you and goes, "Based on the key that you carry there, Master Seika, I believe that should take you quite close to the Coral Citadel, which is where Queen Azone lives. Be sure to give her my best condolences as well, and a greetings and a humble hello, and how are you doing?" And
I believe she will be perhaps more readily willing to accept those from Tobi Kagedenka here.
Yes, perhaps it is best if you perhaps stay in the back, with no offense. I know that the Water Ganassi and the Fire Ganassi have never quite been so amicable.
Yes. I am, of course, duty-bound to continue, but... Well, yes.
How nervous is Seika?
Oh, extremely.
And with respect, Queen Azone can be a bit firm in her personality, but she means well. Like I said, strong personality, strong kingdom.
Oh, before we do all this, Taz looks to everyone and visibly pulls out the fucking breathing apparatus.
Yeah, you guys pull it lungs out of the hole.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
great. This is going to be very froggy.
These giant haggis-looking sacks with hoses.
had to do to get these.
You watch as Prince Waff leans over to Exelos and goes, "I cannot believe these are the ones who saved us."
Yep.
And
Finger
Exelos goes
guns.
back, "Rather unexpected."
You said the thing!
I imagine we all point at them at the same time and go, "Oh!"
God. It's like Pee-wee's Playhouse in here.
The word of the day is unexpected!
No one ever expects the unexpectables.
As you guys pull out the Froghemoth lung apparatuses and you put them on your face, as you breathe in, I want you to imagine if you stuck your head into a deli display case that has had the same meat in the display case not taken out for probably about a week.
Significantly
do I
less,
have to?
significantly
quarter
less
belly.
good.
For the
Dang
sake of
car.
brevity, you guys can talk to each other while wearing these apparatuses as well.
Prestidigitation me right the fuck down. It smells like shit.
Could I do that?
No, you can't see inside of these things, so you can't change the smell on the inside.
Before we
Fuck.
poof to Waterworld, can Remy speak to the prince real quick?
Sure,
Before we go
absolutely.
All right, cool. Your Grace, with your permission, might I offer some advice from one noble to another?
Sure.
There is no king who has not had a peasant among his ancestors, and no peasant who has not had a king among his. Perhaps Lady Sonis could show you what it's like to live amongst your people, to better understand their daily lives. It will only enrich in your ability to rule over them.
I'm sorry, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. I'll think about it.
Gonna last.
Wow.
Wow. And so the
Well-
history books will tell of the 5-minute rule of Grand Tempest Waft.
It's like when someone plays Civ 5 for the first time and only go to an online game first.
Instantly wiped off the map.
Turn
What do you mean I have to
15,
have a
he's gone.
monument?
You, public relations?
Oh, the Commonwealth.
I have people for that.
The people.
But I don't want to catch their pour.
That's why we have the help. The help.
God.
Oh,
my
God. All right.
So,
I tried.
perhaps significantly more hesitantly than the last time he had to, Seika will do what he needs to
Okay.
prepare the portal.
You cut into the sky itself. You cut around the door hole, and the moment the two ends collide, water just starts gushing in, and you hear Prince Walk go, "Oh, it's worse than I thought!" As just like seawater and like fish are just pouring into a room. It's like a pipe burst in a wall, and it's just exploding out water right now.
Guys, we got this!
Correctly, the elevator doors from The Shining open, but instead of blood, it's just fish.
Greckles will immediately
Jesus.
dive in.
That's a lot of fish.
All right, you dive in. I need everyone to make athletics checks for me. This is a group
one-
athletics check.
One last
boy.
thing before we hop in. Panic's gonna turn around and say, "There may come a time in the near future where our realm is under siege as well. I hope we can count on you as allies."
They don't nod or acknowledge it, but you get the sense that they did hear you.
Cool.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go in now.
Oh, they're too busy biting off fish.
Yeah, they're like smacking lobsters out of the air.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
and Lady Sonis, when you learn how to send messages, find me the sweet dragon. And Remy's gonna wink and jump in.
She swoons.
Whoa!
Don't forget, the most important thing I can tell you is...
Okay.
The most important
He'll
thing I
also
can tell
make
you
sure
is
that he
Seika goes
smirks at the
completely
prince
bald.
before he goes in, the smarmy bastard, and then he'll jump in.
Ah, get it off me! It's pinching my finger!
Seika is almost waiting too long before he finally goes in.
I grab him by the back of his shirt and pull him in.
I'll allow it.
I still need athletics checks for the rest of you guys.
Athletics
16.
checks.
Yeah, but I
boy.
just did a really cool one-liner. Do I get advantage?
No.
Keep it. 10.
Hey, I got a
Don't you have
15.
advantage?
17.
No,
That's
it's
still
only when
pretty
he's
good.
raging.
Only when he's ra-
That's
only when
the
he's raging.
power of love.
You guys all managed to swim in. You had to beat a 10, and Borky just hit it. So, yeah, you guys all jump into the water and just swim against the current that is pouring into the elemental plane of air. And as you all make your way inside with your Fraghemoth lung kind of tacked next to you, the door behind you closes.
Wait, guys, I just remembered. What about the water pressure? Ah!
Everybody gets the
Explodes.
bends just instantly.
Hold on. I gotta find something really fast.
It's time for underwater
Task,
martial
no, I
arts.
can't believe I raised dead on some schmuck.
Somebody play the Sonic the Hedgehog drowning music.
Hold on, I gotta find.
That was
Where is-
chaotic.
Ah,
Oh, look, a head-sized bubble.
incarnate.
No! I no longer have support for my underwater sound effect. No!
It's okay. It's
Aw.
okay. I'll play the theme instead.
Well, this work feels like it'll work.
Yeah.
You know, if we did play the Kingdom Hearts version, we can get around DMCA.
The sea wind is so weird.
Yeah, but we would also
The
have
sea
to.
wind is always greener when you get a DMCA. You feel like you're going under when Twitch takes your channel away.
Okay, shut up, Bosco. You are. Ooh. Okay. So, as you guys swim into darkness, Seika, you ever see underwater volcanic vents?
Has Seika or me?
Everyone here.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's currently what Seiko looks like right now.
His face is not smiling.
I want you to imagine, this is how the sensation feels for you, Seika. Imagine you have sunscreen just on every part of your body, and you have so much of it that it would just be completely white all over your body. Like, that's how it feels. And you're in clothes, and that's how it feels under your clothes.
Gross.
It's gross and uncomfortable.
And thick and heavy and
It's better than the description I had where it was just like he's completely bald and it's just trying to flicker.
There is still light to you. It is definitely being like oppressed by all the water that's kind of like just
cooling,
covering you and covering, yeah. It does not hurt you, but it is so uncomfortable.
Yeah, all pretense is gone. He is definitely not smiling. And different than the other times when he wasn't smiling, he's very clearly uncomfortable.
Oh.
You guys look around and you see sand at the bottom of your feet. You see lobsters, oysters, little fish that kind of come by and kind of curiously bite at, you know, your hair or your face and not really understanding what you are and swim away and dart away in little schools. You see surrounding you just these massive kelp strings. Just huge and blocking out any light from above.
I'm getting very bad kelp forest vibes from Subnautica.
Right?
Oh.
Can I roll perception to see if there's anything different?
Sure, absolutely, go for it.
Landmarks.
Please give me something good.
Yo.
Natural 20.
There we go.
The surrounding area has rock, it has sand. It looks like you're just at the bottom of the ocean floor, but it's vibrant and beautiful. There's plants, there's corals. Task, you hear movement behind you, and you quickly turn around and you just see a giant mola fish, like a sunfish.
And
Just come around the corner and just float past all of you.
question: if I near it, does it get antsy or try to get away from me fast, or is it like an actual mola where it just does not give a fuck and is completely chill?
As you swim up to it and you grab onto it, you just kind of get pulled by it. It just kind of carries you as you hang on to it.
I motion to everyone to get on.
All right.
Okay, this thing's huge, by the way. It's massive.
Cool.
Oh god.
Fish riding.
Borky underwater runs towards it.
Zenria would be so proud of us,
That's
boys.
a good question. Like, do we have to like swim, or is gravity different? Like,
Gravity is the
movement
same.
affected?
Gravity is the same, but swimming is definitely the faster option here.
Okay.
I think only Remy is. Remy, you're wearing heavy plate armor, aren't you?
Correct.
You are not having a good time right now. You actually cannot swim with it on.
Big Daddy Bird.
He's Iron Manning his way to the fish.
I'll actually try to hook one of my multiple grappling hooks, like not in this creature's flesh, but like try to find a way to secure it because it's relatively flat.
Okay.
Particle just on the side of it.
Just wedge it over his forehead.
And then just try to pass it to Remy so he has something to hold on to.
Almost like putting a piece of rope on a horse, like a bridle. Like you kind of run it through the mouth of the fish and like pull it back on either side. And you give one side to Borky, the other side to Remy, and this Mola keeps moving forward. It begins to struggle once Remy's involved. Like it's like you can see it like actually beginning to labor and move. You see now as you're being pulled, it begins to lift you upwards off of the ground. You begin to see manta rays swirling around. You see sharks, hammerheads.
Oh God, no.
Large schools of sardines and anchovies kind of swimming, racing past you, being chased down by swordfish. And you just gently float with the Mola Mola.
It's how far away in the water can we see? Like, how clear is this water, would you say?
Water always has noise to it, so anyone who would have any benefits of range, like Remy, unfortunately, or the spyglass, those things will not apply here because there's always going to be some sense of like kind of what do you call it? It's like there is stuff in the water that will block your
There's a
vision.
breeze,
Cloudiness.
Fog.
Yeah, it is clear water, but after a while, it just over time it won't be, and that's just the nature.
Let me remind
of light, yada yada.
Yeah,
Water
let me
molecules
remind
being too close
people.
together.
I want to remind people of something really cool. There's this fucking statue in a Pittsburgh museum of what it looks like if you saw a great white shark coming 30 miles per hour while you were underwater with that same fog around the glass.
Oh.
It's fucking terrifying, and they do it on purpose. When you turn the corner, it's the first thing you fucking see in a dark room. It's fucking creepy as sin, and it's amazing.
None for me, thanks.
I don't know about you, Zito, but I'm getting some freaking Kind from Kirby vibes with this thing.
Oh yeah, no, Kind's theme is playing in the back of my head right now, dude.
You guys swim with the Mola Mola for like a solid 30 minutes. This thing is just going. And you hear a noise off in the distance.
My whale sense is tingling.
Right? I wish I spoke whale.
Passive aggressive.
Huh.
Perception to see.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead and roll perception.
8. Good.
Okay. Task and Greckles, you guys kind of look forward, breathing in your apparatuses, as you just see 2 massive sperm whales slowly drift past the Mola Mola. The Mola Mola gets a little bit swept away between 2 of them, like as if, like a small object or a plastic bag between 2 opposite running cars. It kind of like swirls a bit, and you all get kind of dizzy as they just kind of move about.
Monty, would it be wiser to to see if we can catch a ride with the whales more than the Mola Mola, or would that be an unwise idea?
Up to you.
I don't know how we're gonna get Remy on there. Is the thing. Because Remy really can't swim with that armor.
Remy, hang on.
Yes?
I'm gonna need you to trust me.
Yeah, come
All
on.
right.
Come on.
Okay, so do you want to swim?
Preferably moving would be good, yes.
Okay, I polymorph him into a killer whale.
Oh my god.
Nice!
Okay.
Yo.
Remy, you are now a killer whale.
You're a Vancouver Canuck.
Now we have an orc and an orca.
Ah!
Fish.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good, good.
Does Remy know what a whale is?
Well, you've just found
I
out.
hope so. You're all one.
Yeah, you would know. You've traveled overseas. Like, you know what whales are. You're not an idiot.
You just fucking turn me into Shenmue?
You mean Shamu?
Shenmue?
You mean
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I said,
Shamu?
Shenmue.
Wow.
I'm trying to
The
find
the
my
killer
father's
whale
killer.
Shenmue. Isn't that
No,
his name?
no, Shenmue is the name of a Sega
video
Genesis
game.
franchise.
No, you're
He
no,
knows.
it's definitely not Shenmue, guys.
I
He's
polymorph him
definitely
into Dual Lin.
So, Remy, you are now an orca whale.
Nice. His name is Shenmue.
Okay.
God damn it.
And he's looking for some sailors.
Well, everybody, I guess we'll just have to ride Remy now.
All right. So thanks for coming to the specials, everybody.
You guys all climb onto
Excuse me,
Remy.
have you seen any sailors?
Oh my god.
You can't talk. You're an orca.
I'd like to ask the orca questions.
I got a bit of bad news though. Is orcas have to breathe air.
Only once in a while. They're dolphins. hold their
No,
breath.
not
for
if we
a
put
very
the
long time.
not if we put the frog demon apparatus on his blowhole.
Did you
Oh
also
my
create?
God.
Did you also create air in his lungs?
Roll, Greckles, roll an intelligence check for me.
I don't want to do.
This is the most slapdash idea.
11.
Okay. You just make your roll. I'm not gonna give you anything.
Okay.
Not high enough. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I assume we put the apparatus on the blowhole and
Sure, you put the apparatus on the blowhole.
This will work.
It's just slowly filling up with water.
What's the worst that could happen?
Are you guys actually using me to get around?
Yes.
Oh, gee, but Panic's
You're
the one that everybody's
faster than
supposed to
the
ride.
Mola
Come
Mola.
on.
You're faster than the Mola Mola.
Well, if these sperm whales can survive in the plane of water, then surely. a
But they
killer
could
whale
be
can do the
mystical,
same.
magical
Yeah, but
whales.
Connor, everybody's supposed to ride Panic,
There's
not
sperm
Remy.
whales.
It's not okay.
While this is happening, Tass is gonna look at the Mola Mola and nod sagely in acknowledgement.
If I become one, will I be a humpback?
Look, if it becomes a problem, I can polymorph him into something else.
All right, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just.
Mm.
We're looking for the Coral Citadel. So I guess Remy. If you God damn it.
Remy, please.
If you could see maybe coral buildings in the distance somewhere.
I'm a fucking whale, Greckle.
Listen, we gotta get Remy to the moon, guys.
Okay.
Can I roll a
Remy,
perception check?
roll it. You have to use whale stats, but yeah, Orca whale stats.
It's plus 3.
I swear the chat is ugly crying right
Actually,
now.
you have
I can't believe it. I actually have it up, but oh,
yeah,
God.
you have blind sight out to 120
I do have blind
feet.
sight, so.
Oh, right.
Location, baby.
Okay.
Jeez. And my perception is +3, so, but am I
Plus 3, yeah.
proficient? Is the
Roll
question.
roll it with advantage then, +3.
Woohoo!
Hashtag
roll.
whale stats.
One of our mods says that they're having a whale of a time, guys.
No! Have a whale of a tail to tell you, lads. A whale of a tail or
That's
two.
an 18 plus 3 is
21. Okay.
21.
21.
You, with some sort of animal sense, you get this idea of where to go, and you begin to swim rather rapidly, much faster than the Mola Mola. The Mola Mola was like the Segway with like the speed capped off. This is the motorcycle that you're on right now.
Woo!
As you guys begin to swim furiously forward, after about 20 minutes passes, you see more orcas like kind of joining in the pod along with Remy. As you begin to see and sense something, Remy, over the horizon, as you kind of duck and weave between rocks and big pieces of coral and even bigger fish, great white sharks and schools of tuna as you proceed forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like this with the moon above.
You detect something unmoving floating in the water nearby.
And it is
As you move forward cautiously, you see a bobbing corpse.
nice. You will also hear Remy call out to you. And slow down.
It's trying to speak to me.
All right,
No.
park us next to the corpse, I guess.
Remy comes to a stop, and you see back facing upwards, arms droop down, armored individual, a water ganassi.
Oh shit.
How long has he been dead for?
Roll a medicine check.
Well, I've never
Alright.
seen a water Nazi before, so.
I play him the Song of Healing and turn him into a mask.
Nothing. I got a 5.
5. His skin is blue. That's probably not good, I think.
Does he have any any gear on him?
He is wearing almost crab-like chitinous armor.
Can I do an investigation to try to identify any identifying marks?
Sure. Go ahead and roll. I'm going to say... Well, Remy's a whale. That's not going to work. Seika, roll an investigation check. Task with your background, roll an investigation check with advantage.
Yay! A 10!
2 from Seika.
Okay. Looking at this guy, Seika, you don't know that much about the water Ganassi. They're fucking losers. They suck.
I mean, just because you're not wrong doesn't mean you should say it.
Task, you get off of Remy and you kind of doggy paddle over, kind of pushing some of the kelp out of your way. You flip the body around, and the eyes are closed. The armor is nice. It is not like stellar by any means, but it is definitely armor. If you had to guess, he's probably a soldier or a mercenary of some kind.
Is there any significant damage on the armor?
Roll a medicine check again.
Alrighty. Oh god, a 10 again.
10. Give me 1 second here.
Could I roll a medicine check?
Sure. Yeah, Panic. If you want to get off of Remy.
Can I go?
I'd love to assist with this.
22.
Yep. Alright, so the way I can flub this is that I'm at least unbuckling and like knowing where the armor piece is set, and then you find out what's going on with his actual corpse.
Thanks. Thanks for the unbuckling.
You're welcome. I swear by my tattoo. That song's stuck in my head now. Fuck.
Man,
If it's all the same, I kind of want to take that gear.
is anybody else feeling some like phantom pains from the time we were thrown in the ocean?
Oh, don't remind me of that.
I'm just
revenge.
I'm just
Stop
pissed.
complaining, Whale Remy. Smack him twice.
Notably, with the medicine check that you made, you notice that as you take the armor off of his body, this is a young man. He probably like the age of Waft. He's been dead for a long time. He's been dead for at least a few days.
Oh wow.
Looking at his body, you see 3 significant pierced wounds right near the neck and like the kind of like the collarbone. You also notice around his body in certain spots are these sort of like deep, probably like 2 centimeter deep. Sorry, I'm using centimeter. Deal with it. Centimeter deep like cuts. With a 22 medicine, it looks like hooks, like little hook cuts. Yeah.
So it's not natural, it's a weapon.
These are definitely weapon. There is a few like little bites on there, probably from some passerby fish, maybe. But
Well, okay, real quick. Like, how much? Like, is there any blood seeping from his corpse right now?
no, there's no blood that's seeping out
So
anymore.
he's been here a while then.
Mm-hmm.
Days would definitely
Do
be
water-
enough with puncture wounds.
Do water genasi even have blood?
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Seika has blood.
never mind that.
It's like
Yeah.
spicy
he?
blood. Yeah.
Spicy blood.
Spicy blood.
Water Ganassi have like minty fresh blood, and air
It's
Ganassi
too
fart.
tasty.
They just fart a
played
little
that.
bit.
I played that.
Oh my god.
I played that fighting game before. Spicy
Waft
blood.
farts. Oh, I'm bleeding.
His blood is made of all the vitamin C that comes out of a bell pepper.
Vitamin C.
Yeah, it does, dude. Look it up. Bell peppers are like chock full of vitamin C, more than an orange.
Well, how about that?
They are.
Notably, this man has no weapons on him at all. It is just him and his armor.
Are there any insignias on him at all?
Not that you can see, no.
Shit. Well, this guy is dead.
Money. Right. I actually want to hold the I want to hold the trident up to see if the pierce wounds match the spacing.
Okay.
Like if this guy was actually punctured by a trident.
As you go and you kind of place the trident and look, slightly smaller, but yes, almost identical.
So we know exactly what weapons killed it. Him.
Yeah, it's
Question
a male.
mark.
It's a
Okay.
male. Yeah.
This wasn't natural.
Cool, clearly.
I want to roll a
Perhaps we should
perception
keep
check.
our guards up.
I'd like to roll a perception check.
Okay.
15.
15. You look around. You see fish. You see whale Remy. You see nothing else.
All right, get back onto Shamu.
Oh no,
Yep.
that's the towel that you use to clean up big spills.
ShamWow.
God,
We're
thought
just
we
okay.
established
You know,
his name was
Remy, your
Shenmue.
name is now ShamWow.
Sham
No,
whale.
no, 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 no.
all right, let's just keep going.
You get back on Remy, and Remy, you continue forward. Remy, roll another perception check with advantage for me.
There was.
You know what's the best part about this though? We've reduced Ed to not being able to talk.
Yeah.
That's 14 plus 3, so 17.
17.
One evening, the flame of love blew out.
You get a sense of something nearby as you move forward another 20 minutes ahead.
Remy is going to squint with either eye on either side of him, and Shenmue will turn to the rest of you and say,
Perception. Can I Greckles drop a perception check?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for a perception check.
Oh come on! I've been rolling like garbage all night.
25.
7.
As you guys have currently been following a current, notably there's a lot more rocks here and a lot more coral kind of like spattered about. Not as much kelp here, but there are like long stringy kind of grasses, like kelp grasses that are kind of growing from the ground. Task, you notice something dart behind some of the, like kind of shrink behind some of the grasses quickly.
I kind of like huddled back and I looked at everyone else. We have movement. It's in the kelp.
How many?
You see the shadow?
I saw just the one.
Maybe we should approach them, but non-confrontationally.
Last time a bird jived at us, how much worse could it? Wait, wait! I didn't say it. I didn't finish
It might be a carnivorous animal though, so I'm not taking any chances. I whip out my short sword.
Okay, you whip out your short sword.
Like I keep it to the side. Like I'm not like, you know. The point of this being, I don't want to be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're at attention.
Yep. I want to. Can I roll Hunter's Mark on the location I saw?
It specifies you have to hit a creature, I believe, with the spell. So,
Okay.
as it is right now, you saw movement, but you do not see a creature as it is. But you have seen movement.
Can I instead then roll survival?
You have primeval awareness as well.
I do have primeval awareness, yes.
Okay.
But
look.
yes.
Survival here, I don't think would work because there's no footprints in the water.
If you guys want, I could do something. I could.
Oh, hell yeah, dude, it's your adventure.
Yeah, well, yes, and all.
Well, it's everybody's adventure. Come on.
I know.
Let me at least put down primeval awareness. For 1 minute per level spell slot you expend, you can sense whatever the following types of creatures that are present within 1 mile of you, with up to 6 miles if it's in your favorite terrain, which it's not. So
This
1 mile.
definitely isn't. Yeah.
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. So we're gonna put this on elementals.
You remember how Panic is like? How did I insult him before? Like he's like.
I believe the exact words you said. I'm the LaCroix of devils.
Yeah, like the LaCroix of devils. You are detecting the LaCroix of elementals.
Oh no, not the LaCroix.
So I will trace where it's going and I will point it out towards everyone. So like I'm just basically like eyed in on this thing, and that's 1 spell slot for me. So while I'm pretty much guiding everyone to the location of this creature.
Yeah, Task is pointing out where he saw the movement.
So it might be another Genasi.
Get back.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's right, Remy.
Pat Remy on the head.
Fucking damn it!
Don't know what you agreed to.
Can't Remy wait. Doesn't Remy have like echolocation or an insane amount of
Yeah.
blind sense?
It has blind sight.
He senses someone there, but you can't physically see them.
Well,
from this
right.
position. Yeah, they're hiding from view.
But we can essentially track them, can't we, based on their movement?
Well,
Task
also
knows
just
where they
told us
are.
exactly where.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
I know exactly
They
where they are.
are hiding behind the rocks that you just saw them move behind, and they have not moved. They're still there.
Yeah, so I basically have complete lockdown on them.
let's approach this carefully.
I think the Genasi should be going.
Maybe not a Genasi fire though. If you don't mind, I could approach them. I do have this. I just hold up the trident.
I say we call them out because a mercenary doesn't care about a trinket like that.
Hey, but let's maybe keep that under wraps. Last Genasi we saw died of trident wounds, so maybe don't
That's
go
fair.
waving it around to every Genasi we see.
All right, I'm just gonna be blunt. We can see you. Show yourself.
We're not gonna hurt you.
And I can hear you. You talk very loudly. And you see a woman rise up from behind the rocks. Notably, she has like this massive scar across her face. And she kind of peers over the rocks.
I put my weapon away.
You are material walkers. Those who walk upon solid land.
Yes.
Yup.
Yeah.
I swim.
You watch as she steps out. She's about, I'm gonna say she's probably in her like mid-20s. She's kind of petite in size. Her hair is short, but it is water. It's like actually its own watery consistency. Yeah. She's wearing what appears to be armor made out of fish scale.
Nice.
Looks much lighter than the dead person you found. Notably, you see that she herself has a net at her side, and has what appears to be a swordfish skull that she's using as like a weapon.
Sick.
And you watch as she sheaths it, and she goes, "What has brought you here? Are you from the archipelagos?"
What is your name?
My name? Shit. 1 second.
Sorry, Monty.
We didn't answer her question. We answered his question.
I'm not naming her moist semen, which is a really funny joke. When you...
Wow, chat.
This memory
No,
card
it's
does not
it's a
contain
comic.
saved G-Man data.
It's a comic. It's like a comic joke that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Her name is. Ow, fuck. This is so lame, man.
Hurry up.
My name is Tide.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Monty, I literally named one of my Sonic OCs that, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And my name is Panic Grimtongue.
My last water Ganassi was named Cascade.
I'd like to point out, Chris, that's not the best confidence boost in the world that you named an OC that of Sonic.
Hey, I
And
like
what
Vito's
is an
naming
NPC
convention.
if not an OC?
Draw something.
All right. Let's focus back up.
Tide, I'm Greckles. Gentlemen.
Panic.
Okay.
Take up.
I was waiting for Task.
I said my name.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't hear you. Sorry.
I said Task.
I am Seika.
And that orca over there is well, that's Remy.
He's just polymorphed. Don't mind him.
He's a whale. Right
He's
now.
gonna duck his nose because that's the closest he can get to a head bow.
You do like the you know when beluga whales do that thing where they knock their heads up and down and you're like like you do that.
Those are my favorite.
He's a whale right now, but he'll get better.
Where have you come from?
Well, the material plane. We
By
seek
way
the
of
coral.
the plane of air, actually.
The plane of air. So you're not from the archipelagos? You're not from the Eastern Isles?
There's a lot of technicalities that are about to happen, so bear with us. Technically, we are from the material plane. We just came from the elemental plane of air, and we're here on very important business.
We're looking for the Coral Citadel.
The Coral Citadel. You might as well turn back now.
Why?
It's been destroyed and Queen Azone has been murdered. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh! Standing on the fuck.
Wow, I was okay.
Whale of a tail, and it's all true. I swear by my tattoo.
That was a very silly session. God damn.
Hey, we had some serious moments.
Yeah, except for the whole murder part.
All right, bye,
Fucking-
Austin.
Bye,
Bye,
Austin.
Austin.
Remy's a whale, by the way.
By the way,
We-
episode 152.
I gotta say, guys, that's probably the most entertaining I've ever been in any episode ever. That's the best acting by far. Like I've just,
Yeah, I've never heard
Oscar
anything
what?
better
Like
from
I've
you.
never heard Remy be so charismatic. Like what?
So,
Where do I
Remy,
die? I
I've
can't
never
top
heard
it. Like,
anything better.
Yeah,
from
it's
anybody.
probably because whales have a charisma score of 7.
it's true. Still more charismatic than my Saturday character.
That's
Well,
really
now
cool.
you know, Bosco. When you actually get called in for animal noises, you now have this in your your
Yeah,
deck.
this is
I've
your
already
record.
done this. You know how exciting this was? I was like, cool, creature noises all day, every day. I got this.
Fuck yeah.
I'm a debagger the shit out the Unexpectables.
Oh.
I imagine after she told us that the Coral Palace was destroyed and that Queen Ozone has been murdered, it's just Red 13 on the side going, holy shit.
Oh no, that's bad.
That was a fun session, guys.
Yes,
Oh,
it
It
was.
was a lot of fun.
The chat hurt my feelings, but it's true.
Don't look
Listen,
at chat
boss-
when you're playing.
Monty, where can they find you though?
Oh,
We're done. I can see it now.
hold on. I'm juggling like 50 things right now. Can I go in a second? I just gotta put some stuff away real
It's
fast.
fine.
Fine.
Also, you're right. Frank Welker, I'm not, but it still hurts. Okay.
Bosco.
What do you want?
Whoa.
Where can they find you?
They can find me at twitch.tv/Edward Bosco and also at EdBoscoVA on both Instagram and Twitter. Those are all the places you could find me.
Hey, Bosco.
Yeah.
I like you a lot.
Oh, I like you too, Gaijin.
You are a good
Let's
people.
sing sea shanties together. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring
Everyone
us
does
the
the Wellerman.
rain.
Find it.
Why is it the Wellerman? That's
Oh.
like there's so many better sea shanties.
Because he's bringing us sugar and tea and rum.
He is.
Kermit
Guys,
sings it.
Also, the Kermit
guys.
sang it.
Everyone, oh, it be all right when the wind beneath my sails. Oh, it be all right with the wind. Yeah, I can do, well, we can do this shit. We can do this shit all night. We all got this shit though. But Mark Allen Jr., where can they find you, dude?
You can find me on twitter.com/Mark Allen Jr. Here on twitch.tv/AeonProTechGaming. I know I promised that streams would be starting up soon. And then I got really involved with this show that I'm recording for called The Day I Became a God. Episode 6, its dub, comes out on Saturday on Funimation. Please check that out. Very excited about what is going on with the show in the coming weeks. So please check that out. I do hope to get back to streaming soon. I promise. As soon as I actually have hours in the day to do so.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Bosco, where can they find you?
You already did Bosco.
We did me already. I was the first one.
Bosco, where they
You can find me at twitch.tv/Arcov and also at Arcov on Twitter.
Cito, where can they find you, man?
Well, the year 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Hell yeah, dude.
Wait, can we call this episode the DMCA episode?
This is my shit. You have no fucking idea.
We're all just gonna sing a different shanty then, huh?
Every different shanty, but only about like 8 seconds worth.
But I'm a broken
True.
man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's
Will you
privateers.
answer the man's question, please?
No, I'm fucking enjoying myself. Finish.
I'm having fun.
10:30,
Crucify
answer the
me.
question, Zito.
You can find me over at twitch.tv/Zito, where it's CZ Backlash on Twitter and the Evering and Almanac on Patreon, where Patreon's going to get a little bit more of a glow up in the coming days. I got 4 playable races that I'm only going to put on Patreon for now for a very long while. So if you join up, you'll have 4 more new things to torture your DMs with. And maybe even a secret subclass that I'm going to put out for playtesting. Beyond that, come to my stream. Come to my streams. I stream Sonic Roboblast 2 Kart, which is just basically Mario Kart but modded in Doom. And all my friends who draw are like super into making their own characters and shit.
Hey, Kurt.
Yeah.
So I just looked at my audio file.
Oh no.
No. This is not bad news. At the beginning, there's like an hour gap where there's only one blip on the whole radar. But as soon as Remy becomes a whale, it's all green. I said more as a whale than not. Sorry, I just looked at it.
That's very apropos. Goomba. Goomba.
And they sailed their ship across the ocean blue. A bloodthirsty captain and a cutthroat crew.
That's the only song that should be sung right now.
I will
good
fucking
one.
bring you up to speed, my dude.
All right. Twitch.tv/GaijinGuba every Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time. We just premiered Little G. He needs a little bit of work. He's fussy, but we're going to work with it. It's going to be great. We're going to be doing Monster Hunter Rise multiplayer. It's just the demo, but God, is it fun. I just released a Witch Ninja talking about Murasaki from OG Dragon Ball. Go check that out. It's a little wonky because of the whole Shueisha thing that apparently wasn't a thing.
Real
Brand
fake
new,
controversy.
right?
Real fake controversies.
Brand new video going up on Gaijin Perspective. It's basically why I fell in love with Japan. If you've always wondered about that, go check that out. It's very long. And I will be following that up with a Witch Ninja on Monster Hunter Rise of all things. There's a lot for me to talk about on that. So I got my hands full.
Awesome.
Okay,
And you can find me at twitch.tv/Takahata101. You can find me VTubing up this year. VTuber will be up again tomorrow. The bar is open, guys. We're looking at VTuber clips. We're hanging out, having fun with all the wonderful people in the community. And that is tomorrow starting around 6 to 7 o'clock. So yeah, give that a shot there. And Monty, where can they find you?
Hi. Also, for sea shanties, please look up Shit Boat by Aeldstrom, which is the best sea shanty ever, where they just drag your shitty pirate boat the entire time. It's amazing. But you can find me at Monty Glue on Twitter. You can find me at twitch.tv/Monty Glue. I was also a guest on a podcast called Perception Check, which should be up. I'll be in the next 3 episodes, actually. We recorded a lot. So you can enjoy me talking about how I tend to think about things when I make D&D stuff. And also there's like a solid, I think, hour where I just yell about why Goliaths are the best race in the game. And I argue and I go unchained, as it were. But if you want something more chill, tomorrow is going to be hopefully the last episode of Devil May Cry 5. We're going to be finishing up the game with my good pal Connor here. And then I have no idea what I'm doing after that. I have not a clue.
You called you a good friend, Connor.
Yeah.
Good friend Connor.
Oh, shucks.
Oh, shoot there, heck there, bud. You're her best friend.
And then on Sundays will be Final Fantasy IX. We have our airship, and it is Side Quest City right now. Oh my God, there's so much crap to do. So definitely come and check that out. That's been very, very fun as well.
Alrighty, Connor.
Oh,
Up here, the big-
Santiana, gain the day away. Santiana, Napoleon of the West, they say, along the plains of Mexico. Oh, they can find me on Twitter.
I'm so happy.
Just gotta make random shit sailing noises.
Yeah. Twitter, Twitch, and youtube.com/distortiondevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. This next Tuesday, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled Kill Team Tuesdays because Luke was sick, and it was also my birthday yesterday, and we played a whole bunch of fun games.
Oh, my dice!
Not again.
It's over.
Remember, kids, even diehard dice can't save you from being a clumsy fool, but we can try to help with trays and assorted accessories.
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna
We'll get to
cut
that
in
later.
here.
Let Connor finish. I'm sorry.
Fridays, Friday Funhouse, where I just play a bunch of fun games with my friends. Saturday, I play through Yakuza Kiwami 2. That's going to be fun. I'm playing through the entire series, and I'm stalling until the Yakuza HD collection on PC comes out. That'll be fun. And Sunday, I play games with the people over at the Dead House Sonata Discord. And if you don't know what Dead House Sonata is, then you just tuned in to episode 151 of the Unexpectables and haven't heard it since, or haven't heard it before. So...
Welcome back from episode 24.
I don't think I need any iteration. So follow that link, purchase a Founders Pack, check out all of the great stuff going on to Dead House Sonata. Also, be sure to check out my DM's Guild page, where I have 3 subclasses out: the Wizard School of Finance, the Paladin Oath of Joy, and the Monk Way of Emptiness. Those are all released and all available on DM's Guild.
It's on
also,
it's on the best 5 right now, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah. And be sure to check out next month, where I'll be releasing the Cleric Passion Divine Domain.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting mix of a couple of different sort of class roles. Definitely very support heavy, though. Very fun subclass. Been working on it for a long time. Also, I think I failed to plug this at the beginning of the stream, but the first episode of Gateway came out last Saturday. Yeah, it's the third campaign. It's the third campaign on the Unexpectables channel, set in the Fallout universe. I am the DM. My players are Laney Pator, playing as Apex. Hey Mr. Rabbit, playing as Alvin. Sarah Ann Williams. Sarah Ann Williams playing as Louise, and Caitlin Boobs McBalrog Elizabeth playing as Cynthia. And it's Laney Pator's very own D6 system. This is the first ever long form campaign of that, and that'll be happening every other Saturday. So this Saturday will be the Prince Division, and the next Saturday will be another episode of Gateway. And no, Ravenloft is not the third. Ravenloft is a one shot.
No, that was Halloween.
That's a Halloweeny thing. That's a Halloweeny experience.
That's annual. This will be going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Probably they would never put me on this channel consistent. Oh wait.
No.
People demand more Bosco.
That's a mistake.
No one said that.
Said no one ever.
I'll say it.
Aw, Gaijin, stop being nice to me. It's weird.
Yes, patrolling St. Louis almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Yeah. I appreciate everybody.
Wait, did you say more Bosco makes you wish for a nuclear winter? Because that's what my brain heard.
Patrolling St. Louis. Not everything is about you, Bosco.
Yeah,
fair
Bosco,
enough.
geez.
I said patrolling St. Louis.
Pick up your dice, Monty.
You did. It's only one.
More whale noises.
Less
And when
Bosco,
I
more
spent
whales.
my last red cent, she dropped me overboard.
Speaking of the dice that I dropped, and how they weren't at all damaged because they're so hardy and really nice of quality.
Wow, made of nice materials. I can't believe you dropped your Die Hard dice.
Expect them in 2021.
It's true. Die Hard Dice has been helping us keep the show running for all of you for the past couple of months. They've been awesome to work with. We love Diana. They're amazing.
Yay!
And we've just come by to tell you all of the amazing things that are about Die Hard Dice. They've got a new set out. It's sort of like a Chinese New Year themed set, I think. Yeah, they're really cool looking. I think they're on the front page in their new collections. Yeah. They're awesome. Be sure to check them out. I really want to pick up a set because it looks so cool.
Lunar New Year ones. That's what I do.
Those are 16% off actually. Some of them. And some of them are sold out. So be sure to get in on these deals quick as well.
Hey,
and you can.
Sorry, I typed to Bosco. Bosco, could you do the bits at the end here? Sorry, Gregor's acting out.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry.
Yeah.
They are nice dice. I like. They're our sponsor, but we also love their products. We use them. We use them before they sponsored us.
This all started.
We were talking about them before they sponsored us. Let's be real.
What's so hilarious about this is just started as a joke because you just really like when you ordered from them. You're like, oh fuck, I love these.
And it wasn't really even a joke.
I still have the letter they sent me when I bought some of my dice. I actually have it magnetized to my fridge still because they're talking about their mom. They were telling me about how their mom lived in Alberta, and they're like, our mom lives in Alberta. That's so cool, isn't it? I'm just like, someone wrote this with their hands, and that makes me smile.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and they also make fantastic dice. And if you use the affiliate code EXPECT2021 on checkout, then you can get a whopping 10% off your order. But as I said, these dice are flying off the shelves, so be sure to get a hold of your dice before they go away.
Yeah, have them fly out of your hands instead of flying off the shelves.
Or you can just be a normal person and don't imitate.
Okay,
Monty.
Bosco,
bludgeon your friends.
Bosco, how many times have I lost dice that I lent to you that you threw off the table and disappeared for fucking ever?
Mark coming in with the scathing roast. I like it.
I mean, it's true,
Still
but
missing a D20 because I lent it to you.
Yeah, but here's the question, Mark. how many times have you rolled nat ones in a row with no matter what
Unrelated.
dice you do?
Yeah, unrelated.
I didn't lose
No,
the
totally.
dice.
I'm smacking my gavel overruled.
I still have the original dice you gave. The very first dice that you ever, they're right.
Isn't it great
right
that you
here?
have all the dice from the set that I gave you, but not the dice that I lent you for the one session you forgot those dice?
Nope.
So I have to live with them.
Die Hard Dice help Mark out.
right
He
here.
was wronged by Bosco.
And if you lose your friend's dice that they lent you, you can
Buy 'em
pick up
some
some
new
more
ones.
for them at Die Hard Dice.
You can also buy individual D20s, which is kind of cool as well.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy a whole
Actually,
set.
those are the ones that are selling out the most, honestly.
And you can
cool.
get dire D20s if you want really big ones.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
harder
get
to
the
load.
really big
Jeez,
ones.
the huge ones. Yeah.
All right, Bosco, do you want to read out the bits?
I mean, I'll think about it. Let me see.
You better start thinking faster.
Yeah, I guess I can do that. Just
them
for
in
you.
weird ways.
I guess so.
Let's see. We've got the Bagel07 with a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. We got Metaberry with 300 bits saying, hey, stopping by to say hello. Have a good one. Much love. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub from Blue Clock. We got Infinite Scratch also with a tier 1 sub. We've got Bangalangs with 400 bits. Title Going Off the Deep End. Thunder King, thank you for the 1,500 bits. All right, lads, I got to go. But here's some bits in honor of my favorite mug, my Unexpectables mug, which fell off my shelf in the cupboard and fucking shattered the other day. No, you pulled a Monty with dice put on your mug. That's not okay. I'm sorry.
You know what
dude.
that means? You're gonna
That's
have
messed
to
up.
buy another one.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry.
Consume more cup product.
I'd love to work on some more merchandise.
Buy.
Damn, that sucks. All right, well, Belfagor Prime, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Inferno, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. X Wiley Willie, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub. To Seaman, we've got Papusa Monkey with 100 bits. I can't believe you guys made it to the plane of water the same week. Sea shanties are making a comeback.
Right.
Magic Ninja, thank you for the bits. By the way, orcas are actually dolphins.
As I stated.
River Rat with 500 bits. I'm in the Navy, and you guys make these long and late nights bearable. We've also got, let's see, Cypher04, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Flawed Mind, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Sanjay J with 1,000 bits. AM Grim with a tier 1 sub. And Burnout Voga with 100 bits. Hey, Bosco, congrats on semi-cucking a prince and becoming Toby's bird crush. Hell of a stream. Enjoy being a whale and stuff.
That out of context would be the most like whiplash-inducing sentence to just say out of nowhere.
I think it is
Sure
in
would.
context. What are you talking about?
We're going to call up a couple of these earlier ones that I might have missed. Defective Sheep, thank you for the 10 tier 1 subs gifted to the community. Tier 1 subs out the wazoo from Senior Popo, Game Over LX18, Hellborn, Lunar the Dragon, Lord Voom, great name, Louisiana Jones. We've got Alguin Ep. We've got Hemi Head NHRA, Franklin Durano, Bernie Cinders, Sario, A Wild Pipe. Thank you guys so much. Destroyer, thank you for the 100 bits. Purple Fish for the 100 bits. And Gruden, thank you for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. There we go. Got through all the bits. Rap God that.
Nice.
Shite.
Good stuff. All right. Who do we want to raid? I have a lot of people.
So Rabbit's on.
I also
Theropod's
have my friend Artsy Heartsy, who's been teaching me and Connor the ins and outs of VR.
It's fun.
And they're new to streaming. I don't even think they're affiliate yet. I don't know.
on. Oh, we can end that right now. Let's do it.
Yeah, they only have 10 viewers right now. Unless
Do
there's
it.
anything
Let's
else.
ruin them.
Anybody else has anybody?
I do have somebody, but I feel like yours is a little bit more prudent. I do have my friend
Yeah.
Ty
Artsy-
Tuesday, who's a fighting games player.
I wonder if this will break his computer.
Uh-oh.
What is with him? Their computers are garbage.
Wait, but if they're doing VR, they should be able to handle this.
They have an Oculus Quest.
Oh.
Yeah, but they actually make computers like you, Mark. You actually would probably be pretty good friends. I think our raid message should be whale noises.
I agree with that.
I'm down.
And one evening, her flame of love blew out. Blow me down and pick me up. She swapped me for a trout.
See, all right, whale noises, go.
Sydney.
Tongue is done.